is it?
Mine's leveled up.
Mine says you need to create edit sheet directly. Use the character mancer.
Yeah, it's saying that on mine as well.
Mine's fine.
You probably just clicked off it then, or something. Or just,
No. I
I'll
haven't
just
touched
click edit
anything.
directly. It was more just so it's there so that you can put what fucking stuff you've got on it, or we can put what stuff we've got on it in the ship, or make notes and stuff. I didn't know how else to
No, but that's
give
fine.
us a place to keep everything together, like, you know, spare items and who's got what gold available and all that shit. So I thought, you know. That's really windy.
Yeah.
Why is mine the only one?
But we can
right
have a look.
now?
So my token.
Yeah, my token looks like it's right now because I can't see the token. So.
Oh, hang on a minute. Right. I'll just put you on here for a second.
40, 48, 14, and if I
important.
do
That's fair.
heal for 8.
Oh, I need to open up my fucking character sheet on D&D Beyond, don't I?
Yep.
Because I haven't opened it up in game. That's the one.
And we were able to have a long rest, I'm guessing?
Well, we leveled up, so it automatically does it, but not really, because there's been no time to have a short rest or a long rest.
Why not? There was only just dead bodies and stuff.
Anyway, well, I mean, you could have taken a rest. You just slept there in amongst it all. I think mine's right.
I think we did for a time, didn't we?
Yeah, well, that's true. Yeah, my health and everything looks.
Yeah, I think everything looks fine on mine.
My armor class, because it seems to have. Yeah, because the D&D Beyond stuff is transferred to the token. But not. But obviously, it doesn't update the character sheet, so I'm still just like a level 4 barbarian on my character sheet in game. On roll 20.
Oh, that's weird.
Oh yeah, because you've not.
Because I've not leveled it up in roll 20. I've just done it on
But I
Oh no! It's available for me to level. Oh, it's got it all there. So it's done all the experience points, so I can actually level it up because it's done it all. I just haven't actually done it in roll 20 yet. Oh well, I don't need to. It can fuck off.
Oh, I mean, you got as long as your health and AC's right.
And use it to like mark how much gold I've been spending, which is fuck all.
Okay, so already bugged out. That's great. Exit game.
Oh no!
Oh, what have you done now?
Nothing. It won't let me open my character sheet on a roll 20. It just says, "Yep, you clicked it." It's like, well, then.
Is it? It must be assigned to you.
Now they're grayed out. Both the characters are grayed out. Oh no, then they've reappeared. Yeah, and now I can open it. That was wonderful.
Great.
7,501. Yeah, the XP on the.
Yeah, the XP's wrong, but I have the proper.
Oh, mine isn't. Mine's right. Oh no. Oh no, it is wrong. Because I've got 10,000 something in roll 20, but we're actually on 14.
Yep.
239. I don't know. Right, okay, so it is wrong, but it doesn't matter because it's got my health and my armor class, and that's all that fucking matters because that's all I use it for.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Yeah. So you find yourselves heading back to the village on the mainland of Palma, Flora.
I was like,
oh, I'm fucking. My chat was miles away.
No, I'm making sure that it actually works because I've just opened it all up, and I always do something to make sure that the character sheet's linked.
Oh, that's smart.
That is smart.
Instead of like, I'm doing my role now.
But why and then nothing works.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's working.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So you find yourself approaching the village from the carnival towards Palma Flora in the early hours of the morning. It's just starting to get light. Oh fucking hell!
That was a fake.
Everything's fine. I'm wide awake. However, as you approach from a distance, just as you can start to see the village, you do see a crowd of people in the centre, or on the main road that passes through the village.
Yeah.
They seem to be like crowding and milling around in one area towards this end of town. Do you continue to go closer?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you approach, you notice that it is basically a lot of the villagers and farmers and stuff that didn't attend the carnival, and in amongst them are what look like to you from here some of the shut up Otis, the Zelezo guards.
Zelezo?
Yeah, the Zelezo. I don't know how you fucking pronounce it. I'm sure I talked to you about them the other week. But when I say the other week, bam, 2 months ago. So basically, the way it works is the Zelezo are essentially more of your city guard, city watch, investigator types within and around the Clovis Conf, or in and around the Menagerie Coast. There's also a standing army and navy, who are the shore wardens. So there's two different, so one's a military group and one's kind of like your police group, if you like. So the Zelezo are more like your police.
Okay.
And then you got the military group, which is the shore wardens. Anyway, that's probably about as much as you have worked out at this point, maybe. Although actually, sorry, go back to that point. The twins would know about the shore wardens.
Oh, he's smart.
Well, because they have some strongholds up in like the lower reaches of the Sirius Mountains, where there are some shore wardens that hold those posts and such. I guess just in case the Dwendalian Empire decide to be fucking dickheads and come and take over the Menagerie Coast. I don't know. Why they try and pass through the mountains, I don't know. But anyway, back to this. As you approach, stepping out from the crowd, heading towards you, is a... Fuck off, Otis. Stop looking at me. Is a... like a blue-scaled, sapphire-scaled specifically, Dragonborn, like what Zelezo, with two others following him, leaving another 4 with a crowd of people that are in the centre of the town or village. And the 3 of them start heading towards you.
What's going on?
Is basically what he says, yeah. And he does, and he puts his hand out, and he says, "Halt."
We're halted.
Do you stop, or do you keep walking towards them?
No, I stop. What?
Okay. All right.
I'm walking. I'm walking at the side of you with my balloons.
Yep. Okay.
Keeping my head down.
Yeah. And so he approaches a little closer, eyeing you all up, and his hand slowly moves over his sword hilt on his hip, and he says, "I can't fuck it." So he says, "Oh, so nobody seems to have returned from the carnival last night, and you're the first ones to return. There's 4 strangers, 3 of whom are covered in blood. Explain yourselves."
There might have been something odd about that place. Stuff happened.
Well, what kind of stuff?
People
Who's
weren't
not covered in oil, in blood?
You're not, because you disguised yourself.
All right, yeah.
See, I remembered that bit. I've been remembering this for ages.
Right, good. Because I'm like, who's not covered in blood? Right, okay. Well,
Hey, look, you start going, hang on a minute. Oh shit, yeah.
Well, I've just got a blood-coloured coat on, so I just...
Well, but you disguised yourself, didn't you? Every time you got fucking covered in blood.
Did.
Okay.
So, the carnies weren't what they seemed to be. I mean, they dragged us into the big tent thing they had, and we got knocked out. By the time we woke up, everyone was gone. Besides the carnies, and A lot of bodies.
Okay, so you essentially try and explain to him exactly what happened.
Yeah, pretty much.
And you're the one that's talking to him.
Yep.
I'm assuming because you're the one that's make a persuasion check. Yeah, persuasion.
Yeah, because you got really high charisma, obviously.
Do I?
I don't think anybody does that. Oh.
Of course.
You've got
Hello.
+4.
Yeah.
That's actually not bad. What's that? Oh, is that because you probably got like persuasion as the
I'm proficient.
Alright, so he's still stood a fair distance away from you. He's hasn't actually come right up to you yet. And he turns to the actually quite small, lean, what looks like a male half-orc beside him, and whispers something to him. And he takes off and takes a wide, past, towards you, but around you. Like, it takes a wide arc around you as he goes past, and heads off in the direction of the carnival. And he talks to the female human on the other side of him and sends her back into the village. And he does approach a little closer with that, and he says, "Oh, God, he says, I want you to understand that I want to believe you, but this is bizarre. Would you consent to stepping within a circle of truth
Of course.
whilst we talk about this?"
Of course.
Okay. Vorak nods, like, yeah, all right. I'm going to say the Borgin does as well, because fuck him, he's not here. Does Worm consent?
I'm just looking around wide-eyed and looking slightly less gobbo than I normally look.
Okay.
I'm picking my nose.
Alright. So looking a little bit more like a goblin.
Well,
So
I can't stop that, you know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
habit.
So he kind of so he steps off to the side of the road and motions you all to come towards him.
Go with it.
So you all step with it, and he seems to take a moment to cast a spell. Now it's up to you. You can try and resist, because there is a wisdom save on the Circle of Truth, or you can just accept it.
I'm gonna accept it because I got nothing to hide.
Well, I'd be the same. Yeah, I'm not. I assume Borgin would, although Liam would probably say, "No, I'm going to resist it." Worm, do you want to try and resist it? Do you think you would try and resist it?
I think I'd try and resist it once they ask the question.
I don't know if that's how it. Hang on a minute.
I think you can. It's because it's.
I'm just going to double check. Where the fuck is it? Oh, right. So you give me a suggestion that isn't even a fucking. Oh, it's sorry, zone of truth, not fucking circle. That's why I can't. You fucking. Hang on. Yeah, there we go.
Yes.
So any creature, until the spell ends, a creature that enters a spell's area for the first time on a turn, starts its turn there, must make a charisma saving throw, not a wisdom save, sorry. On a failed save, the creature can't speak a deliberate lie while in the radius. You know whether each creature succeeds or fails. So no, it has to be when you first step into it, or when when you're first within it. So I'm working the bait that I wouldn't try and resist it, because we're just telling the truth. We've already told him the truth. He just wants to confirm it. And in fairness,
I am going to try and resist it.
Okay, well, it's just a charisma saving throw. Okay. All right. I mean, I think you probably were. There's like force of habit. It was probably just like a bit like that Glock episode where he tries to run that building without shooting anything till he gets to the top. It's like, how did you not shoot once? just it's like trigger happy little fingers. Anyway, Okay, well, you do manage to resist, obviously. And he does eye you a little bit as you do that, as it forms around you, because you get the impression he's probably aware. And basically he just asks you it all again and goes into like more depth about the questions. Does anybody try and hide anything from him?
Nope.
No.
As he questions you about it now. Okay.
Well, I'm hoping he doesn't start questioning me.
All right.
Essentially.
Well, to be fair, he just kind of asked it to the group, and as Sharog is the one that stepped forward, seems to be directing most of it at her, even though he does keep giving you a little side eye, because not only you're a goblin, but you've just resisted his spell, even though you agreed to step into it. This is a bit like, okay. I'm not sure what you're trying to hide, but you know, you're also a goblin in a mostly human area. You might have something to hide, and it might not be doing it anyway. So after a short while of questioning and such, and you see that as he goes through, he believes more and more the story, but it seems more and more incredulous about it. It's just like, I don't, and actually seemingly gets more stressed because obviously, you know, he's now got this shit to deal with.
But we dealt with it. We took care of it. Yeah. It's gone.
So as he's doing, so as he does this, the human female comes back. And stands just outside the circle, keeping an eye towards town, and the other guards, the other Zalezo that were in the town, seem to be trying. Like, I don't know, you can't really make out at this distance what's going on, but they're still talking to the people in town. And the half-orc trots back and steps within the circle, and tells him pretty much exactly what you said, but what he could tell from what he's seen had happened, which matches closely enough to your story, because no one tried to lie to him. So you know. So the Dragonborn kind of scratches his chin a little bit, and he's like, "Well, okay, then, are you here business, pleasure?"
Just passing through.
I think when we stopped him for a light, didn't we have? How long did we have the house for? Was it a week, 2 weeks? I think we were stopping for a bit, weren't we, just to relax
just
after that journey.
So I think we answered that last time we were talking. The guy at the bar.
Yeah, I can't remember whether it was 2 weeks or a week.
Write that down. Double check.
I don't think I did, but I love it. Can you remember Doc?
No.
No, I have no way.
No, I don't either. Well, how long are you stopping for? It's just up to you. It's not in there.
I think we're just stopping for a few days because we just managed to get off the ship, and we've been on the ship for a week.
Yeah. I think didn't you trade like a few barrels of ice for like a week? I feel like it was like they said like a week or maybe 2 weeks or something. We'll call it a week, I think, unless I've got it here. Hang on. No, family notes. My notes make no fucking sense.
Nice, just like mine. What the fuck? What is this supposed to mean? I
don't. No, I haven't got anything. I'd say it was probably a week, because it's quite a big house that they've given you. Although you haven't actually been to it yet.
No, we never got around.
Because you went off on the first night that you arrived. You're like, oh yeah, cool. I go for that. And then you've just returned. Okay. So he asked you to. Yeah, well, he essentially asked you where you stay, and you're all like, because you hadn't actually got to that point yet. Because I think everybody expected to have returned before then and been like then shown to where they were staying. Although, the crew will probably be there, wherever they
house.
are. I would have thought so. Because that's where they just stayed last night. They didn't go with you, did they? Because if they did, they're all fucking dead.
No, I planned for that they weren't supposed to come wet, because...
Yeah. Okay, so it kind of asked you where you stopped. And you're all a bit like,
Some house.
So with that, he's like, right, well, it's probably best that you follow me and please don't say anything to anybody just yet.
Okay.
And he kind of leads you back in, but he doesn't lead you straight through the middle of the town or the village. Kind of takes you along along the beach front a little bit, and then up and onto the bridge and through that way. Because obviously, there's still 3 of you covered in blood and guts.
And in the water, you know, clean it all off.
Yeah, but we're not thinking about that, are we?
Oh well.
I mean, we're gonna get a wash at some point, but you know.
Yeah.
So he takes you back to the. I need to open all my notes up. I really should just get all my fucking notes in one place, shouldn't I?
Nah, don't be silly.
That would be fucking smart. To the Riptide Inn. So he escorts you all back to the Riptide. And speaks to Manu about where it is that you're stopping. And then kind of tells you that he's got to get back, basically. And you can see he's like really quite stressed and worried and doesn't really know what to do about this situation at the minute. Yeah. And he basically says to you, he asks you, like, if you're going to be in town for the next, like, if you're going to be around for the next week, like, to not stroll straight too far if you can help it, so that you can question you again if he needs to.
Sure. I don't know what we actually have planned, so.
I think we were just stopping for a little while. You wanted to see if you could buy a few things. Probably some warm weather clothes or something, so you can look even more like fucking pirates. That's going to go well. So yeah, and then you're now stood outside the Riptide Inn with Manu. His wife Aku hasn't arrived yet. You actually do see that the 2 of the shark. There seems to be 2 people in the water already, out in the ways off. So with that, I will put you. Hang on. Onto the other map, which is that one. And
Hey, it's me and you, him, Worm.
And the other one. So you find yourself there, and it's kind of like just kind of looking you all over, like,
Hey.
Yeah, now you mentioned the fact that there's sharks in the water, it's probably not a good idea to go in when you're covered in chum.
Yeah. Let's go for a swim. We're bait. We're the best shark hunters ever. They just come straight to us.
Stop nippling!
Yeah. Good luck swinging a warhammer or a fucking wall underwater. Although you got trident, so you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's what happened?
The carnival or something.
I had to show him the balloons. He said, went to Carnival, I got balloons.
Morgan's just like, you wouldn't believe it if we told you.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Best night ever. We got to like play games, and then we got to murder loads of stuff. It was great. It's a shame for the villagers, but we had fun. Yeah, so he's got. I don't know what. Do you tell him what happened? Do you try and keep it from him?
Nah.
What are you going to try and keep from? Why are you covered in blood and guts? I think is the biggest one.
Yeah. I was saying, no, you don't have to tell him anything. You could just.
Well, pretty much tell him like the basic, but spare him all the gory details, because that's probably not something most people to know about anyway.
Yeah, and even sparing him all the gory details, he stood there by the end of it, mouth on the floor, like, oh, okay, that's terrifying. Vorax just like, she just shrugs. It's like, oh, it was alright, actually, have fun. Okay, so I'll show you to the house.
Ooh.
And he does, and he leads you over, probably I think with this one here, biggest one, because you need the rooms. Now, I have got a map, but it's more of a layout rather than the actual, what it would look like inside necessarily, because it was just easier, as you know, than making one myself.
Yeah.
If I can find it, I will take you to it. I'll take you to it in a minute. This had better work. There we go. Okay.
There's black things on the...
Yeah, well, that's just because you didn't need to see all the weird writing on there. That's a bit loud. Yeah, so this is where the house that they've, or a representation of the house that you'll be staying in while you're here.
So is this the first floor?
Yes.
Okay.
So this is your entrance here. And Sylphina and that lot are in there somewhere.
They're playing hide and seek.
So there's a big, like, kind of entrance hall type thing here with a staircase that leads up with a balcony around the edge, which if you go into the top floor, you can see how it looks on the top floor. Ignore the bits where all the furniture is broken and thrown around. It's more just to represent, like, the size and rooms and such. So you can feel free to claim your bedrooms. Or whatever you want to do. And you've got...
That one's mine.
the blue one? Was that the blue one?
That other one looks too big. Actually, it has a fireplace.
Yeah, but do you need a fireplace?
Probably not.
I say it's not. They wouldn't really have. I say it's more.
It's fucking hot here.
Yeah, so it's more just to represent, like, the size and where the rooms are and such, just in case. We'll put Borgin in the smallest room.
Oh, I was looking at the ones at the bottom. I was looking at.
Oh, these. Oh no, they're just the same. There's your proper bedrooms are upstairs.
Yeah, I was like.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. And obviously, Sylphina will jump in with you.
Yeah.
And Neff will probably jump in with me, which means that the others just got to fight over 3 beds.
Yeah, sure. Isn't there like couches and shit?
Yeah, I say again, it's more just to show where rooms are and stuff, more than anything, and this sort of layout to it. Yeah, so you've got about a week, roughly, to relax, drink, take a break, see if you can buy anything of interest, anything that you might want to do. Is there anything? I know Net wants to do stuff. I'll go over it then.
I want to clean up.
First things first. Let's take a swim. Wait, what?
I look like shit and I smell like shit.
Yeah.
Is that a bathroom?
There is a bath there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go.
She's already in there straight away before anybody else. No one else gives a fuck.
I don't care if the water's really cold.
Probably want it to be cold. Yeah. Oh, what you do with it? You do want it to be cold if it's blood. You don't want to wash blood out with warm water. It don't work.
Why do you know this?
How do you not know that?
I don't know.
You've never leaked when you've had a period.
What?
You've never fucking leaked blood into your knickers when you had a period. I don't know how. I don't know any woman that I've ever been with that doesn't know about that.
I've never heard that. It has to be, at least that I can remember on the top of my head right now.
If it's fresh, you want cold water. If it's already stained, then it's too fucking late. Anyway. Anyway, but yes, cold water for removing blood, otherwise it just stains and congeals. I thought that was common knowledge. Well,
I'm
there you
clean
go.
now. I'm sparkling.
Apparently, my murdering psychopathic ways are starting to show.
Yeah, that's where my brain went instead of periods.
What? Well, that's the only reason I know.
I thought I'd heard this. You use milk.
Oh, I've not heard that one.
Hmm.
Is that a beta?
A what?
Captain's batering. No?
What?
No.
No, what?
Never mind.
Oh yeah, look, we'll put the look. So, Neff can come and share my room with me, and you can have your girlfriend.
Oh,
I leveled them all up.
Oh, cool.
The girls can have this room.
Jesus Christ, she has as much HP as me.
Well, I figured that because they if you end up, so the way I see it is, if you ever end up getting a bigger ship or anything like that, or anything as such, or more crew, any other crew will just be like sailors.
Crewman one, crewman two.
They may like defend themselves, and you can name them whatever you fucking like or whatever. But they're not going to be. I'm not doing fucking characters for them because that's just going to be way too fucking much.
Oh, that's fair enough, to be honest. I mean, we already have a crew.
Yeah. But also, it runs the risk of them taking away from your fucking abilities if you go too far with it. You don't want to. If you end up getting yourself a fucking war galley or something, which wouldn't fucking surprise me at this rate, you don't want a crew of like a fucking 150, 200 people that are all fucking warriors or some shit or rogues. I ain't doing that shit. Ow.
It's okay, we'll just stand in the back.
Well, it's not though. Actually, in the rules, it just says that most of them would be too busy spending their time keeping the ship moving, or doing stuff so everybody. So you'd have to defend. That's basically the way that they've done it in the book, in the Assault Marsh book. Is to not run most of the crew of the crew, and they just keep the ship running, and they're ignored by enemies.
Oh, really?
That's what they say. I think that's a bit. I just don't.
It's not. That's fine. The crew is just.
Yeah, you can't be running.
Whoever takes over the ship takes the crew as well. So.
Yeah, because otherwise you're running, like you say, you're running 200 fucking NPCs as well as anything that's attacking you, as well as any other characters that might need to be placed. It's like,
yeah, no.
Yeah, but it is that you get attacked by another ship that has also 100.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Right, sit back.
Yeah.
Relax. Let me just roll attacks.
Well, you have to use like horde mechanics and stuff, and then it's fuck that shit.
Jesus.
I'm not doing that. Yeah. There is mechanics for it. You roll like, or you just do like average damage each time around, and you just take out a few each time. But I'm not fucking.
That sounds complicated.
Exactly. So that's why we're not doing that. Anything after this would just be crew.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Right. There were 1, 2. Oh, 2 crits straight away. Let me just work out who's hit, and then okay, and they've all got different weapons.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Obviously, someone just using daggers and. So yeah. So there's is there anything? I'll start with Net because you have got an idea of what you want to do.
Yeah, I wanted to go shopping.
Okay.
But
well,
first, I'm gonna give Sophia that fucking necklace I made because I didn't get time to give her that last time.
What necklace?
The ones I made on the boat. I made 3, remember?
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right.
I give her that. There you go.
Cool. That can play out however you want it to play out.
Now I'm going shopping.
Actually, like, is that the dragon tooth?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
And the canine teeth.
Right. Yes.
The fuck word.
I can't remember. Stuff. Cool. Yeah. No. She's like looks really happy with it and pleased and stuff. And then like gives you a big kiss, and then you go and do sex stuff or something. I don't know. Whatever happens.
Go shopping. Is anyone else going shopping with me?
I suspect I'd probably just fucking follow you for something to do, because what happens when I get bored is dangerous.
So, let me just quickly check my notes, because I do have a name. It was Marika,
Yeah.
the human female.
Yes.
And if we want to clothing? Kushad?
Kushard, yeah.
Oh, they were
Sells,
human.
sells clothes. So I'll take you to the other map, actually. This isn't a good one for that. Because you'll see, in a minute, when I get you there, that there are like, see here, there's like some little, am I on it? There we go.
Yeah.
So there's some stalls there. So they're the ones where the traders that are on the island are. There's not much in the way, but like basically the village on the mainland supports itself and the island. That's almost its only function. They just support themselves, and most of they grow the fruits and everything else, and food, and whatever else they need to support themselves and the island and the guests that come to the island. So the only actual shops, if you like, or the market or anything where anybody can really trade is on here, because it's the only place where people with real money fucking turn up.
Is everything else like souvenirs and shit?
Sort of. So as you walk in, like it's kind of representative, but there is. Let me just. So as you walk into, I mean, you've already been through it, but not at a time of day when there were actually anybody trading. So there's one of the stalls. There's a female gnome who seems to be selling different various types of fruits and stuff. There's Kushard, who you assume is Kushard because he's male and has loads of different like silks and cloves and all kinds of stuff on his stall. There's another human male who seems to be cooking some kind of meats on the sticks, doing his barbecue stuff. And then there's the human female who you assume is Marika, because she's the one that's got all like the trinkets and jewellery and random stuff all over her stall. So, yeah. Who you going? You going straight to who you assume is Marika then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Only human female. That was the description I got of her.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it probably would have been if I said it right. Ah,
yeah.
Fucking headset. It's always possible that I didn't say it right. Okay, so you approach and she's like, introduces herself and asks what she can help you with. And as you look over a stool that she has in front of her and things that are hanging around the place, would you like to make a perception check? Or investigation? Your choice. You're looking around. You having a look over it all. Oh, nice. So you see a rather fancy-looking bag. Oh, fucking lost me. Fucking everything now. Get back. Kind of like it looks like it's in the local style, but it's like a shoulder bag, handbag type thing. Looks quite fancy. What looks like very familiar to you, but in a slightly different colour, bronze rather than the white, is something that looks a lot like what Borgen's wearing. It's like a bronze dragon scale mail. So it seems to be hanging like behind her on like a clothes stand thingy. You notice various different potions scattered about, most of them resembling ones I think you've seen before. So you see what look to you like healing potions of varying sizes. And oh yeah, I forgot to do that. And also there's 2 quivers on one side that are hanging. One's full of arrows and one's full of bolts. Well, it's not bolts are in a box or something, can't they? But you know what I mean. And a strange pole, but a lot, and amongst all that is just random trinkets and little statuettes and that kind of, and I don't know, like odd bits of jewellery and stuff like that she's picked up. You assume, but they're the things. They're the things that stand out to you, and amongst all that, you can feel that kind of magical presence from them, if you like, that you can normally feel when you're around stuff.
Probably better than whatever I would.
I wonder how that works.
What do you mean?
Well, because you got the shield, which basically makes you immune to anything cold damage.
Yep. And something.
And then if you were wearing the bronze, if you actually wore the bronze, you'd also have resistance to. Well, yeah, I suppose that would be. You'd also be resistant to that. So.
I think I have advantage on fire breaths. If I remember, I have no.
Yeah, so you. I mean, I don't think you'd get like double advantage or anything like that, but you would have advantage on specifically dragon breath attacks, isn't it?
But I think that's what I have. Yeah, I do have it written down. It's just finding it.
It will be because it will be that standard, like it's advantage on them or something like that. They're resistant. So you'll be resistant to cold because it's a white dragon scales, and you'll have advantage on the saving throws of specifically dragon breath attacks.
Sun will just wear basic.
Probably would have thought so, yeah.
I'm eyeing that up a little.
Okay. There are other. Well, so what? Yeah. So what is it? What is it you're looking for? Is there any you can talk to her, ask if she's got stuff that's not out and stuff like that.
Looking for diamonds. Have any?
So she kind of, when you say that, she's like, I may have a few. What size? What? How? Anything in particular? And she kind of looks around at the other traders in the market and just to make sure that I kind of looks out from a stall and looks around and then leans back and reaches under and pulls out a box, like a nicely carved little wooden box that she opens, which is lined with like a blue velvet type thing, and she's got like a little collection of different various gems within it.
Yeah, I don't know. How big is a 300?
I don't fucking know.
I don't know how big they are.
I don't know, because you can get smaller ones and bigger ones, can't you? So I'm.
That's what the thing says. Is just.
Yeah. I guess it's weird, that, isn't it? Because how do you ask for it? Because then it's like, well, this is 300. This tiniest little diamond.
Well, I guess I could say that it's for spell components.
I would say that you can see. I don't know how, but I'd say that you'd know what size you needed, and you can see that there are probably 2 there that would do the job. Because don't forget, you can also go for some that are slightly bigger and more expensive. Essentially, the way I see it works is that you have to find somebody that you can get them from, and then spend that much on them, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd say that you can see that there's in amongst what she's got, as she kind of shifts some of the others out of the way and pushes the diamonds more towards the middle and to the front of the box that she's got. That that you can see there's probably 2 there that would work for what you needed.
Probably just can't afford currently 1. But 1 is better than none.
Okay, so I'm with you, so I'm going to ask you what it's for.
For emergencies. If worse comes,
I look at them, and then look at you, and then look at your bag of gold, look back at the little bits of glass again, and go, "Are you mad?"
Apparently.
She hasn't actually told us what it does, so she just said for emergency. So we're just like, "What are you gonna do? Fucking eat it when you're hungry? Like, you can't eat it."
In case one of you die.
What?
drop dead, roll around on the floor.
What, you can bring him back?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'll give you 300 for the other one.
Oh, cool.
Hey, look, if it means I don't have to worry about fucking some killing worm, for fuck's sake. You don't fuck about anybody else, as long as worm don't die. Yeah, so I'll give you 300 for the other. So you've got two. I don't know how you're going to mark that off. I guess you're just going to have to put it in your
I'll make a note about
you have to,
it.
yeah, you'll have to make a note or something. Yeah. Okay. I'm assuming that we've all just kind of wandered into the little bit and had a look around or something. Then there's worms there. I'll just assume that Borgen's there. Probably buy something really. Oh, can I spend up? No, I won't do that.
Spend his money!
Spend all of it! What? Well, I've got no gold.
Steal for the chainmail!
You do know that you've probably got platinum as well.
Yeah,
So-
I know. I have roughly around 400
I don't know what
gold.
I've got. I actually don't know what I've got.
You
Oh,
have,
yeah, because
you had 833 total,
right, but
and
that's
I
all on
had
that
789. So I
That's all
still
on
had
that thing that Doc did that I've
yeah, I opened it on my
to
phone
scroll up.
because
Oh.
I pinned it just so we can know.
I should have done that, shouldn't I?
No, I pinned it on Discord, so you can just
Oh.
search for pinned, and it should be the only post that actually is.
How do you do that? Oh, search.
Hmm.
Fucking idiot.
Yeah, I
Oh,
should say
dumb
pinned.
shit.
So I should have roughly around 400 gold something.
No, that's why that's not working. What?
You had 789 equivalent, and you've just now spent.
So how do
You got 480.
How do I search for a fucking pin then?
Hold on, I'll save it and I'll repost it.
Oh no.
It's just a picture. It's not the actual spreadsheet. I can't remember where the spreadsheet is. It must be on my PC somewhere. But coinage equivalent. Yeah, I've got it.
Oh, why can't I? Let's see. Ones.
All I can see is a post of Doc saying I'd rather stick pins in my eyes.
Let's see. I'm on it.
Oh,
There you
right,
go.
okay.
There you go. It's a 489. I should
Yeah.
total.
So you're just taking it off your gold?
Yeah.
That's what I did. So I've actually still got. Oh, I'll sort all that out later. I said that last time and I didn't do it. Okay. Yeah. So is there a? I will say that if you actually ask about that dragon, fucking whatever it is, scale mail, you fucking no chance. I don't think we'd be able to. I don't think we'd be able to afford it if we all clubbed together.
Really?
But there are healing potions, varying sizes. So there's the quiver and the bolts. Actually, are you carrying your crossbow by any chance, Worm?
Yes.
Okay. She does try to like sell you some of the bolts. Actually, and she points out that they're so she shows you them and asks you to like passes you one of them and has you fire it at like a kind of like target thing that's set up, but this target's made of stone rather than like like a normal target like that was made of wood or something so that it could impact. As she explains to you that these are unbreakable bolts.
I go, oh, and then without loading my crossbow, I just bring my crossbow up and say the magic word and then just fire it into the thing anyway.
Yeah.
Without using a bolt, and then just and then just
Oh.
look at her.
Oh.
And then
Okay. Very good. All right. She tries to do the same to Borgen, but he's not here, so he can fuck off. Yeah. So, is there anything else?
we've got a wand of secrets. I can't remember. These are the things we found last time.
Mhm.
A wand of secrets, an alchemy jug of corks.
Oh
yeah.
no, that's an alchemy jug, but this has loads of corks in it.
Yeah.
An alchemy jug. A greater healing potion, a filter of love.
Mhm.
I think that's all we got.
Yeah.
That sounds
And
about
a
right.
and a
Yeah.
ring. Get the ring.
What ring?
Pretty sure we picked up a ring.
I didn't take any fucking notes.
What
I'm
ring?
a proper D&D player.
The
What
mermaid
ring?
had a ring.
Oh.
It was a ring of water walking.
Nope, you never mentioned that. Nope.
I think I remember you mentioning the ring, but I don't think we picked it up.
Oh, maybe we didn't pick it up. Oh
I've got a
well.
red gem. A filter. No, that's a.
So it looks like that's the filter of love, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. What ring of water walking? Nope.
Oh.
Bad GM.
Yeah.
I think it was the loot.
Yeah. Boo.
Pretty sure I mentioned it. Oh well.
Nope.
I think you mentioned that she was wearing a ring, but I don't think anybody reacted to it, if I remember rightly. But it's been
She's a
month,
mermaid.
so-
Why would you need a?
Because she wasn't a mermaid.
She was something else.
What?
But yeah, you gotta.
She was a monster. Okay. Is that? Are you trying to like sell? Is that what you're?
I can't remember what they are. What's the
Oh,
ones?
right.
Oh, I can help. Wander.
Wonder Wonders, isn't that the one that
It's,
Eliwick had?
Yeah, this is. You said it's a wand of secrets or something.
Oh,
Yeah,
Wonder Secrets.
Oh yeah,
Sorry.
secrets, not wonders. Blah, blah, blah. Did I know my own?
Wand.
thing?
This is while holding it, you can use an action to spend one of its charges, and if a secret door or trap is within 30 feet, the wand pulses and points at it.
Oh, well, we need that because we're shit at actually looking for stuff.
Alchemy jug lets you make things.
Yeah, like
That's more- that-
water or any kind of liquid.
Oh, so so that's what I was going to say. Actually, just before we go, because I've just fucking remembered and I'll forget if I don't. I would say, given Sharog's ability to create food,
And water.
and the twins can both find food in, like, can forage for food in most situations. Borgen, I think, can as well as a ranger. I think he's good in forests and stuff.
Probably
And with the
should.
alchemy jug and that, I would say that from now on, anything like rations and food is that we don't need to worry about that anymore. Because if you're on the ship, Neff fishes as well as being able to create, like, people being able to create food. So I'd just say that from now, like, anything like rations and food and stuff is nothing you need to worry about from now on.
Sweet.
So we'd have to keep tracking that shit. It seems about right. You're in a position where you shouldn't have to anymore. But yes, go on, carry on. So the
I'm just looking at, so there's a filter of love, which we don't particularly need. She might want that. The wand of secrets, which again is pretty useless, and the alchemy jug. It does let you make potions, but it takes ages, I believe. It's a.
Let's see. It can
You
make.
showed us. You linked it on the screen
Let me see.
or somewhere.
It can make. This was a horrible site to look at.
I'll just look at it on D&D Beyond.
Yeah,
So what is it?
Alchemy jug.
No, just fucking search.
Yeah.
Alchemy jug. So, this ceramic jug appears to be able to hold a gallon of liquid and weighs 12 pounds whether full or empty. Sloshing sounds can be heard from within the jug when it is shaken, even if the jug is empty. You can use an action to name one liquid from the table below to cause the jug to produce the chosen liquid. Afterward, you can uncork the jug as an action and pour that liquid out, up to 2 gallons per minute. The maximum amount of liquid the jug can produce depends on the liquid you name. Okay. Oh, so it tells you down here how much you can. I don't.
Yeah, so if you say fresh water,
So,
you
but
get
you
8
can
gallons.
do acids. So you can yeah. So you can do. Are you looking at it now?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. But the acid and the poison's not fucking bad. Although not that you need poison. I say for the most part, other than the acid and the poison, it's more of a RP tool, really, isn't it? It's nice foods. I thought you could make
But you can only use once per day. So it's like you can make 8 gallons of fresh water every day, and that's it, or 4 gallons of beer, and that's it. And then next day you can do 2 gallons of mayonnaise. Why would you need 2 gallons of mayonnaise? I don't know, but yeah, that's fine,
Sandwiches.
I guess. 2 gallons
of what? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
mayonnaise.
Well, Grog enjoyed it. But yeah, that's a lot of mayonnaise.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So great.
I mean, I like
sandwiches.
Yeah, I like mayonnaise and that, but that's a lot of mayonnaise.
Yeah. thing is, at work we have the really big things of mayonnaise, and yeah, it's
really big.
Yeah, it is. It does start when you get it in a really big tub. It does start looking like wallpaper paste.
Oh.
Gosh.
Especially by the end of it, when it's all like congealed around the edges and that. But yeah, I mean, it's up to you what you want to do.
No, that one is quite useful to have, just because you can just say, right, yeah, you just got fresh water or beer.
Yep.
That's fine. So we'll keep that. But the
and
one
acid if you want to burn a fucking lock off something. That's a lot of that. Feels like a lot of acid.
With a lot of acid.
Why is it ounces?
Because it's US things, isn't it? So they use fluid ounces. So it's 8 fluid ounces.
Right. Oh, fluid. Yeah. Okay.
4 gallons or a quart. Yeah. I mean, whatever a quart is.
A quarter of a gallon, isn't it? Or a quart.
So it's a litre then, essentially.
Yeah.
Just call it a litre then.
Oh, fucking. Anyway. I don't know, the wand could be useful.
Wand that tells us where secret doors are?
Well, yeah, because if you can't fucking find them. I mean, obviously,
but he still has to use it, though.
That assumes that you'd have you'd have to have a suspicion that there was a secret door there. I've looked for it and not been able to find it, and then use the wand. But, you know. I don't know. The filter of love, I guess, is more of an RP thing.
Yeah.
But, I guess the difficulty there would be getting somebody to drink it. And then having it work on the right person. I mean, that could be fucking hilarious. What else was there? Wand, jug, filter.
Was it?
Was it? Oh, okay. I thought there was something else.
No, you didn't pick it up.
Oh, yeah, no. Okay. It's up to you. If you just want to keep them all trying. Oh, hello, Grunt. Oh, come on, then you come. Oh, fuck, it's cold out there. I mean, if you want to try and sell them, it looks like she's probably somebody that might be interested.
Knickknacks.
Yeah, and randomly assorted magical items. But, yeah, well, I mean, it's either that or the barbecue ones. And the barbecue bloke's over the other side, so. Which you can smell the meat cooking, by the way.
I bet Net didn't get that one.
No, probably not. Yeah. Oh, that cat's wet. That's wet pussy.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
Terrible. Yeah, no, they probably didn't get that one. I had some the other day actually. We were fucking. I can't remember what it was. We were talking about it, and I said, "Do you know what I haven't seen for ages? Fucking knickknacks." And then Catherine came over with like a bag of each. It's like, oh, guess what I've just seen? Knickknacks. They're a type of crisp net. You get spicy and barbecue ones.
Ew.
Although I think it's more like a Korean barbecue, isn't it?
Mm.
The barbecue ones, because it's that kind of.
Ooh.
It's them kinds of spices.
They like, and indeed you can't get them anymore because they stopped selling. But they're like cheese. Cheese.
Yes.
No,
I know
in Oslo or Norway. I keep saying
Oh.
in Norway they had these like cheese snacks, and they stopped doing the particular ones that were dead crunchy, cheesy, crunchy ones, and now they've only got the ones that are like dissolve in your mouth.
Yeah, Oostepop.
Yeah.
That's
Okay. They're like that, but so actually, it's spare rib, isn't it? It's not barbecue.
Oh yeah,
it's
it's spare rib. Yeah.
And nice and spicy. Yeah, I want knickknacks now.
Ah!
Yeah.
No, but
So
like you said, the only reason would be like the poison, because water we can get anyway.
So,
No,
yeah, because you can. Yeah, she can produce it though. She can produce food and water for up to 5 people every day.
Yeah, but there's 9 of us.
Yeah, but you've also got supplies, and you can pick. Well, I'm just saying that we're not going to we don't have to track supplies anymore.
After Sharog's dead, we can still use it.
That's true, yeah. And she's not the only person that can find food and water and stuff. So
No, I think with our thing as well that we have possibilities to feed people. Let me just quickly look.
we do if we're on land because we're outlanders. I think we can forage and enough
addition,
food
you
for.
can find food and fresh water for yourself and up to 5 people each day, providing the land offers berries, small game, water, and so forth.
Yeah.
So that shouldn't be an issue.
If we're on land, it's never an issue, and if we're at sea, oh fucking. Unless it's a dire situation, even at sea for fucking 6 weeks.
We'll eat each other. I mean,
But I think at this point we can stop worrying about whether you got the supply. We'll just assume that whatever supplies you need have been picked up by the crew.
okay. Yeah, but that's fine.
I'm not worry about tracking that anymore.
What does the other trader have? Kareem
Kushard.
Abdul Jabbar, whatever his name is.
His is mostly like clothes for warmer weather. So he's got like silk, like this kind of flowy silk trousers, like little silk like shirts, or light linen shirts and stuff, like basically lighter clothes for warmer weather, but also really well made clothes because of the clientele that he would normally sell to here.
I'm like,
That's what I mean. Basically, that's
So
what
I could get like a white sort of silk shirt with like ruffled sleeves and stuff.
You certainly can.
To go underneath my red. Yeah, I'll just get one of them.
What?
is that the one with the ruffles in the front?
Potentially.
Oh, he's gonna look all fancy now.
Yeah. So are you just going for the shirt?
I actually was wondering if he had anything that was again other kind of armor and stuff.
No, he didn't. No,
is it literally just like bikinis and
sort of? Yeah, no, it's warmer weather, but it's more like, yeah, like like the kind of baggy trousers that you get and stuff, the silk ones and that kind of. Yeah, basically just stuff for warmer climates. Nice, well-made stuff like like the little fucking. What do you call it? Is it a waist jacket?
Yeah, I think so.
Stuff like that, that kind of thing, really. But yeah, if you're just going for a shirt, then it's probably a gold for a shirt for what you're looking for.
Wow,
it's really well made. Good luck taking it out to sea. Yeah, he'll even tailor it to fit you if you want properly. Because obviously it's not really designed for somebody your size.
I'm actually removing 1 gold.
Okay.
I've actually bought some.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
What? Okay. That's other than that, there's the fruit seller, there's the bloke doing the barbecue stuff. That's about it, really.
I don't feel like my character lighter
To wear less
clothing.
clothes.
Yeah, because she's not wearing that much to begin with.
I was going to
besides-
say.
Well, yeah, but you see, this is the thing. Like, people think taking clothes off when you get into really hot places helps to keep you cool, and it fucking doesn't. That's why they wear like all the layers and layers of fucking like kind of like, I guess, like robe type thing, not robes, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. No, I think she's.
And the baggy trousers and the fucking all that shit, because it actually keeps the sun off you, it keeps you cooler.
Fine.
You don't want some fancy pirate trousers,
No.
baggy trousers.
Nah,
Baggy.
I'm fine.
I need a new shirt. No. I could get a waistcoat to go with my new shirt.
Ooh.
With my fancy, with my tattered shirt. They're still fucking ripped to shreds at this point. Mended like half a dozen times. But I don't think they would, because I think the twins are just like, what? We don't really wear clothes anyway.
O's.
Okay. I don't know. Again, Borgin can do what the fuck he wants when he gets back, so he's getting nothing. Okay, so yeah. Essentially, you've got, if you want to take it a week to enjoy yourselves, if there's anything you want to do, well, there's much you can do on the island other than, what you do on holiday.
I'm gonna mention to Worm while we're, just walking around, because we were he was talking about last time, getting in touch with, what's his face? Oh, the guy up in Iceland.
The buyer.
The buyer. Because we're looking for a way to get in contact with him, didn't you?
Mm.
So if in the next day, not today, but the day after, I could get in touch with him with sending, if that was something you were interested in.
It's more just for the inn.
Yeah.
So the inn can start selling the iced drinks.
Yeah.
With my cut in it.
Yeah. So you can do that if you want.
So
Because I know what he looks like and shit. So that shouldn't be it.
I don't know. So you can talk to him. You can send a message to him. But how does he get the snow to us?
yeah, so essentially, if you I assume that over the next few, like, you contact him whilst you're here, now that you're able to, and you can. Hang on a minute. Oh, range is unlimited, so that's cool. 25 words or less to a creature you are familiar with, which you are. You know who he is. Yeah, so essentially you manage to get across what it is that Worm's saying, and he's just like, but I would need, like, he's essentially saying that he'd need somebody there who could also enchant a chest similar to the one that he's got, so that he'd be able to send it across. You get the idea that he's very amused by this idea. He thinks it's quite entertaining. Or they think it's entertaining. Oh.
So we've got to find, like, it's like an attuned chest.
Essentially,
So you throw it
yeah.
in one end and then you take it out this end.
And you'd have to find somebody that was able to to work the enchantment, if you like, and so that he'd be able to. I don't know how. I'm guessing. Well, essentially, I think he'd have to do it and then send it with you. You'd have to go back and get it and bring it down, or have some way of bringing it from him to here, so that he could link the chest, sort of thing. So basically, what he's saying is that he needs to have the two chests so that he can link them, and then so somewhere or another, somebody has to get something. He has to be able to, so you have to find some way of getting a chest from him to here. for that to work.
Right.
It's not impossible. But
set off north because we know.
Fuck it, we're going home already.
No!
Not again!
No, more harpies!
Not an issue.
Can we go the other way round? It will take twice as long, but it's safer.
Harpies.
Look, it was only harpies last time because we had to move quickly. Oh, Liam's coming on shortly. Okay.
Yeah, I saw maybe he wants to buy something.
Yeah. All right. Oh, we'll
Need to change out of here. I said, "Equal, you want to buy something?" Do we want to take like a 5-minute break or something?
Yeah, I'll go and get a drink and
Alright.
have a smoke and all that fucking bullshit.
Let's have 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Be right back.
Oh, I can only just now see that you are covered in blood. Where are your weapons? And where have you got your left hand? Oh, right, I just thought it was, you know... That's what it looks like, just saying. That's a good one. I like the background, actually. It's one of those things that you've just got to keep doing it and doing it and doing it. And if you did you draw this background? Yeah. Yeah, you're getting good at it, so just carry on. No, I'm saying it that. Which other one? Oh, right. No, that one says her hair everywhere. What's that thing on your head? At all, ever? When? I thought it was quite useful. I just want some armor. Yeah, essentially that's it. Hmm. Yeah. Oh, a camp full of ninjas. Um, 5,000, I think. There's something wrong with my spreadsheet. If you look at your D&D Beyond and look at it, it says when you click at your currency, it should list all of it, platinum, gold, etc. And it says total currency in gold pieces 1,253 for me. But on my spreadsheet it says 1,045. So why is it calculating it so differently?
Where'd you put that in?
In your inventory on D&D Beyond,
Oh, inventory.
you can
okay.
actually put all the money in it, and it actually
Currency.
tells you on that your total currency in gold pieces. Mine says 1,253, but on the calculation I've done, it's 1,045.
Actually,
So
I'm going to do that now
copper
while
you
we're
divide it by
waiting for Liam.
1,000. Silver you divide by 100. Electrum you divide by 2. Gold is obviously gold, and platinum is you multiply it by 10.
Copper Vorak. 2, 6. Hello.
Hello.
Silver 2230.
I need to start over, don't I?
What?
Start over. Hello. But
You shouldn't have to. It should. We'll have to double check it. We might. Yeah, we might have to. Just have you opened your D&D Beyond character sheet?
yeah, it's different.
Is your health different?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So then, right. So you need to log out of the game, you need to go into. No, you don't. Oh, fuck.
Wild Mount, isn't it?
We're in Wild Mount, so you need to. Oh, have you already?
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to unmute
Right,
myself.
no,
Thank you, Vic Sun. Thank you so much for the sub. Welcome to the D&D
Right,
stream.
okay, so I need to delete.
I just realized I've been muted for a while, even though I've been talking and bullshit. Hope you're doing well.
Did you export that from the other game?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
And then you can just import it into Wildbound.
Yeah.
You just have to fix it.
Ah, there's a player chest.
Yeah,
Yes, there
it's
is.
for all of us. It's where our
Just for what?
stash is.
The items that we've got knocking around and stuff.
There's nothing in it.
Not
No,
yet. No.
we haven't put anything in it yet.
It's more there for when we decide to start. Like, it's just so that if we want to keep track of stuff, we can through that. Okay, you should be able to. You see, that's still at the same health.
Are you sure he leveled up?
Yeah.
Huh.
Ah.
I don't know why that's.
Are we rolling?
No, it should. Because it should just do it from your D&D Beyond sheet.
Yeah, that's what mine
Oh
is.
well, I mean, it's there now. I think that's the same, isn't it? Yeah. Alright. Well, fuck it. Be right. Oh, what was I doing? Things.
I forgot.
Oh yeah, I
5
was putting me monies on my fucking thingy. Did your calculations taken for the Electrum as well, Doc?
No,
Yeah.
I did the calculation of silver rung, so
Oh right, okay.
I've corrected it all right now. So
Oh, okay.
And Platinum 14. Okay. Yeah, seems about right. Alright then. Right then, Liam. Just before you move on to the next bit, everybody was doing the shopping thing.
Shopping.
Yeah, so you've dealt with. You've come back to the village on your way back from the carnival.
Yep.
Then you were questioned about what the fuck had happened because you've all got like 3 of you come back covered in fucking blood and nobody else has returned. But the rest of us told the captain of the guard captain, if you like, exactly what had happened. And after a bit of convincing and checking it out themselves, they accept your story. And so you kind of got away with that. Well, you know, you got away with it because it's exactly what fucking happened. So that's kind of been dealt with for now. And then you've been introduced to your house, which I'll show you later, that you're renting while you're here, which you'll probably see in a bit. And then you've come to this little market stall thing here. Yeah?
Yes.
So Sharrock's just bought a couple of diamonds. Well, Sharrock and Vorak for helping to resurrect people if it's necessary. If anybody goes down and dies, she's also selling, or she's got so basically it's a stall. Most of the stall is like trinkets and knickknacks, bits of jewellery, that kind of thing. But there was a fancy kind of handbag type thing that stood out. That you get a kind of fake sense of magic from. There's a dragon scale. There's a bronze dragon scale mail, but you're not going to be able to afford that. even amongst all of you.
I've already looked at it.
She's got healing potions of varying sizes. And she also shows you that she's got some unbreakable arrows. So if there's anything there that you're interested in.
We've got 300 gold pieces worth of random gems. Now, I don't know if you want to just take that 300 and just get another diamond.
She only had to.
She only had 2.
Yeah,
Has it
she
got
had
to
2.
be
Right,
a single diamond, or has it just got to be 300 gold pieces
I
worth of diamond?
I think that one has to be a single diamond.
Vivify
I think there's
is 1 diamond equal off of 300 gold pieces.
Whereas, like, I think there's another one. I think the higher level one, which obviously is a lot more in cost,
Yeah,
but it can
like
be. It can be.
25,000.
Yeah, I think.
It can be the equivalent. It's diamonds the equivalent of.
Hmm.
So yeah, the wording's very different on the two.
Okay.
Does she have normal arrows?
No.
Why would you want normal ones?
Yes, unbreakable ones.
Are they also the same?
Well, yeah, so they just don't break. So then, basically, you don't have to worry about buying new fucking arrows.
Oh, how much are they?
They are 50 gold for a quiver, which is 20.
I'll take 2.
Okay. So you've got 40 unbreakable arrows, and you're down 100 gold pieces.
5, 8. Oh shit! No, wait, no, I'm back. 5, 8, 3. And what would I put them down as?
I would just say, you've got 40. You don't. I would just say with that, you don't have to worry about collecting your arrows or losing it.
I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
So that's it. So you don't have to. Basically, you don't need to track your arrows anymore.
Yay!
But you also can't fight.
You don't have to track rations anymore, Jason.
Yeah, there's enough feats and proficiencies and skills and spells between the group that getting food and water supplies isn't an issue anymore either. So we don't need to track that or worry about it anymore. Yeah, we were on the ship for the most part on the ship.
Oh.
That's why you had to keep stopping for supplies.
Oh.
But you don't need to anymore, so we don't need to worry about that
Yay!
anymore. Okay, so nobody wants to buy any healing potions.
I forgot about the bag. I want to check out the bag.
Yeah, I was fucking waiting for you to pick up on the bag that I mentioned 20 times.
I was getting to that bag.
Right. Okay. Right. So as use between you all show some interest in the bag, she does tell you that this is a. Well, she didn't tell you it's a bag of holding, but she essentially shows you and explains to you that it's a bag of holding. It is. Oh no, I closed it. Why did I close it? What a fucking idiot. So she is asking for 500 gold for it.
Formers, that shouldn't be too bad.
I'm happy to put in for it.
Yeah,
it means
same.
that like when you're out looting places, you don't have to worry about whether you can carry it back. You can just throw everything in the bag and worry about it when you get back.
Yeah. Oh, fun. Have you got change of a electrum?
It doesn't really just work. If you do it on, that's what I was just doing a minute ago while we were waiting for you to come on. If you put it all into you, like the varying amounts into your currency on D&D Beyond, it actually tells you how much you've got as total in gold.
I've got 14 platinum. Have you got change of platinum?
I can't remember what a fucking platinum is. It's 10 gold, isn't it?
1,000 gold.
Platinum is 10 gold.
Yeah. So electrum pieces are 1,000 gold.
No. Electrum is like Electrum's a weird one. Electrum's like half
like
a gold.
Yeah, it's like half a gold, like a 50p.
Oh. Okay.
Because Electrum's like an old currency, if that makes sense. It was a currency that is always like the old one that used to be a currency, but it's just knocking around in like old, creepy places. Essentially. like old tombs and stuff like that. I usually have it floating around. I tend not to bother using it because it's just a pain in the fucking ass. But like I say, if you put it in on D&D Beyond, it will tell you what you've got in total. Well, she'll take the what. I mean, you can work all that shit out later if you want. If you, are we all putting in for it, or who's putting in for it?
Sure.
I'll chip in 150.
Is Worm putting in for it?
I'm adding stuff up. Sorry.
Okay. Doing the maths.
What is maths?
I'm calculating how much you've actually got and everyone else has got because I've got all of the stuff that we wrote down last time. So putting it into the spreadsheet thing.
I'm going to my. Oh. Yeah, I fixed it.
Well,
how much do we have to pay each?
if we're splitting it between 4 of us, it's 125 gold each.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm up for that.
I say it's more whether Worm's putting in or not, because Worm hasn't bought anything yet.
Oh, wait, it's how much?
It's 125 each, if we're all putting in for it. The 4 of us.
Or I could just buy it myself and just say it's mine.
You could do that, yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on, 8 EP.
Look at this fucking Worm just gathering accessories. He's got a little fucking handbag now that holds the whole world in it.
Yeah, I might just buy it.
Oh, okay.
Probably the richest motherfucker out of all of us.
Well, he is definitely. I can see how much he's got. Trying to say, why do I keep closing shit? No, I closed stuff again.
Yeah,
Right, so that you've all got that from the other day.
Oh, okay. So copper piece.
So you can just add it all in. So if you just write it across, so it's 208 167 2 8 electro.
Oh, is this on top of?
86.
This is from the carnival.
This is from the carnival, yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, we might as well sort this shit out, haven't we? So.
Yeah, so you can add them. You can put that all the way across. Just do adding it adds it to everything. And I've just spending 500. So yeah, so I can check it off that.
Ooh, suddenly, I had money in.
No, I've still got more than anyone else.
Yeah, you probably do.
There's no probably about it.
He's the rich motherfucker.
Oh, so he's bought it all then.
Oh yeah, he's just bought straight. I didn't. Right, yes, you can just add it in at the bottom. I didn't see that. We should have seen that fucking earlier.
It's a container. It's a B.
Bag of holding, yeah, is what you're looking for.
And he doesn't have to require us as mules anymore.
Oh no, he's going to
I beg your pardon?
Who do you think's carrying it?
The broom?
No, the broom I can put in it.
Yeah.
That would not surprise me at all, to be honest.
Right, so where's that spreadsheet? So I've just
Well, according to Mark, oh no, I've got to take 300 gold off, haven't I? God damn it.
Yeah, but you still should have a lot. I mean, I took everything off, and
Mine says I've got 1,015 gold total.
yeah, I have 781 gold total.
She's broke.
1,262 gold in total.
Okay, I need to stop giving out fucking gold.
God. You know who's buying next round?
Worm.
For us.
No. I don't think Worm's ever bought a fucking round. That's why he's fucking
For
low.
Exactly.
himself. Probably, but not for the rest.
Because I just normally sit there and you just start
Yeah.
buying drinks, Liam. It's like,
Pretty much.
why should I bother?
I will. Have we got any healing potions?
We got, what was it, 1?
We got a greater healing.
We've got 1 greater healer. Who's got that? Or is it just kind of floating around?
It's just floating around at the
I think
moment.
it's floating.
Okay. I am going to just buy 2 healing, like normal healing potions off them. Not on that one. So that's...
Ah, I see what it is.
I thought Worm just pinched it.
What?
The great healing potion, I think Worm just pinched it like mine.
No, probably.
That's enough things.
Potion of healing. Add. Backpack, not equipment. Add. Backpack. Okay. Oh no, shit, equipment. Bollocks, I don't know what I'm doing now.
Lost it.
I don't need to fucking add it to me. I know. It hasn't added it to my. I don't know what the fuck's going on here. I'll just have to try and remember that I've got them. I won't.
With the potions?
Yeah.
You should drag in from the
Yeah, but I'll forget I've got them.
Make a note of it. Were they normal ones?
Yeah, I just got just a couple of normal ones. No, I don't want to roll. Fuck off.
I
I
don't
want to
think
remove it. Right, okay. Oh, you're starting to do my fucking head in now.
Yeah, in my note.
Add it to equipment, and then it will be in that one, and I'll remember I've got it. Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. Right, I need to take that gold off, don't I? Before I go any further. Okay. So, is there anything that anybody else wants to do whilst you're here in the next few days?
We sort out the thing with the buyer. We just have to sort the thing out how to get shit.
Shot contest.
I'm not going in the water. I'm clean. I washed. I'm fine. I smell really nice. I think.
You think you smell really nice.
Ask my girlfriend. She probably can.
Yeah, but she lives on a ship all the time with everybody stinking, so...
Ah,
Smell
good
of
point.
Probably smell of Marmite, actually.
You can go shark. You can join in with the shark hunting if you want.
I'm not.
You want to join in, Leo? You want to join the shark hunters? See if you can hunt a shark.
Nope.
Nope. Okay. So, given that this is sort of basically a holiday resort, and nobody's wanting to do anything, I'm assuming you're going to spend the few days or the week that you've got here, for the most part, doing what you do on holiday. That's essentially all inclusive. And eating and drinking until you fall asleep each night. Yeah.
The guy came back for us, though.
No, eat and drink and sleep during the day as well.
Yeah. Sorry, I
and
forgot about that.
also sleep at night.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Has the guy been back?
Not yet. No.
But we kind of. We don't really have any plans. We said we'd stay here for a week. In case he needed us.
No worries, Liam.
Uh,
Yeah. So. Well.
Yeah, I think some bins have just blown over on the street outside.
Yeah. There's a lot of weather.
Well, someone's already died from it.
What?
Someone's already died
What?
from the wind.
Stay inside, you motherfuckers!
How did they die from the wind?
A tree came out the
Oh.
ground and hit them.
The
See-
details.
I get the impression that you'd hear a tree getting ripped out of the fucking ground and move.
Yeah.
Unless, I suppose, if you're old and slow, that's not going to help you. But I'd like to think that I'd avoid a tree coming out of the ground.
Old and
I'm gonna be
slow?
honest.
What are you doing walking out in a storm?
Well, yeah, exactly.
One person
Yeah.
came to the shop for a freaking can of pop.
Yeah, well, where's
else
the
did you
shop?
At the quarry side. So where
Yeah.
all the buttons
Expand
are.
on that. Where's the quarry side? It's in.
Newcastle near the coast.
Yep. There you go. Yeah, exactly. That explains everything.
Was he wearing a shorts and fucking t-shirt?
That
No,
sounds very
no,
delusional.
oh, it's so freezing. Don't know why anyone comes out on this.
Well, they said that.
Yes.
Uh-huh. That sounds about right for a fucking Geordie, I gotta be honest.
It's freezing cold. I don't know why I'm out in this. Essentially, is what that person's saying.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, that's right, I wanted a can of pop. Yeah, I've already decided that if it is like it says it's going to be tomorrow, I'm just hibernating. Fuck that. The dog can go fuck herself. Walking her in that shit. She'd only do that thing where she's like stands there with her tail between her legs, crying about it anyway. It's cold and wet.
Go in the garden.
She don't want to do that either. Actually, to be fair, she's not bothered by it. The old Loki used to be. He was stupid though. he used to, no, he really was, because he I mean, genuinely scared of water. Like this dog wouldn't walk, he wouldn't walk over a puddle or through a puddle. Hated the rain.
I'm gonna just pull it back a second.
Yeah, and then but like what he would do is if you're out on a walk and it started fucking raining, he'd stand still and refuse to fucking move unless you dragged him. It's like, but you know, if we get home, quicker you get home, the quicker you get out of the fucking rain, you dumbass. But yeah, no, it was a fucking stupid dog. Oh, right. I'll wait for Ned to get back.
I am back.
She is back.
Okay, so I have something I want to.
Okay.
I want to, because of certain information that we have, somewhat found out. I want to send something to my mother.
Okay. What do you want to say? You can just give me the gist of what you want to say if you want.
No,
or you can...
I just want to know if she knows something and is it time.
Right. Okay. Alright. Essentially, given that it's only 25 words or less,
Mm-hmm.
the the response you get, other than the shock that you're able to communicate with her to her mind over this fucking distance, is that yes, they may know something, and the time is close.
Cool.
And if you're able to, maybe you should make your way home. Essentially, is what you get back from it.
Okay, cool. I'll pull work aside after I'm done with all my sending, and tell him what the information that I got back that probably should.
Okay, cool. So I say, all right, shall we talk to the others?
Probably.
Okay. So this is probably like a few days after. I'm guessing, like, because the second day you did the buyer, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
How many times can you use it? I'm guessing it's just once a day at the minute. Is it?
Let me check.
It's a third level spell, right?
Yeah, it's a third level spell. So you're not that copper wire.
No, it doesn't have a price on it, does it? It's just a bit of copper wire.
But I have 3 level 3 slots.
Oh. Okay. Well,
that shouldn't be any issue anyway.
No. I mean, obviously it's 25 words or less, so I don't know how many it would have used to get that message.
It depends how long the conversation was.
Well, it's up to you. When did you send it? Like, so the first day you definitely sent. Like, so the first day.
Definitely the buyer. The first day after talking with one about it. And...
No. I'd say you probably have to wait till the next day to.
Yeah, that's
send
fine.
to your mother.
Oh yeah, definitely, that's fine. Because we didn't
Right,
have a long rest after that, so I would have.
Yeah, so yeah, that's the other thing. So you definitely all like long rested and stuff. Actually, I better double check that mine's fucking done. I think it is, because I think when you level up, it automatically does it anyway. Actually, just make sure my rages are back. No, it's not. Okay. I'm going to do a rest to see if it actually resets it. Confirm it. I didn't realise you had to confirm it.
Oh yeah, you do.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm all rested. So yeah, so there's
but I could ask him if there is anything. Well, to talk with our crew and come back to her about it. I haven't talked to her after that.
Okay. So yeah, all right. So you sent the message like asking about the information about the planking and whether it was time, and the message you get back is they may know something. Essentially, yeah, they may know something. It depends with the planking, and it's getting close to the time. And then you send another one back saying, okay, well, we just need to talk to the rest of them and see what's happening, sort of thing.
Yeah, that means
And I'm guessing you've sort of, in amongst that, told her that you're close by, like you're sort of close by.
Yeah.
Or told her, or maybe even told her where you are. Okay. So yeah, all right. So what would that? So the second day after returning from the carnival. Well, I guess we approach the rest of the group and. Yeah, go ahead.
Let's go have some drinks.
I imagine like everybody's already drinking. We've got drinks here.
Okay. So I'm gonna tell them about, I contacted my mother and they might have something that might be useful for us. And no, actually, I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm not gonna talk about it. That's all the information I'm gonna tell that they might have actually information that is actually concerning the planking.
So So your mother, who's up in the mountains somewhere,
Uh-huh.
has said she's got information about the Plant King who's in the sea somewhere on an
Uh-huh.
island miles away.
Yep.
Right. Okay.
I think you need to refresh him on that thing.
Yeah, I think the last time that we played in this game, we were talking. We asked Manu and that, or we said something about the Plant King and asked
He
if they knew
asked
anything
if
about
it's
him.
that's
And
of
he was
his
shocked and asked
relation.
whether we were some kind of relation to him because he was one of us, as in a Goliath. Now, obviously, to the rest of you, that might not mean a lot, but there aren't many Goliath clans
Sorry,
at all.
when did you say that?
That was the last
we
time we played in this game, not
We're
not the
actually
carnival.
sitting right here.
Yeah, pretty much where we are now. When we first arrived here, we asked him about it.
I completely didn't hear that. That's the
Oh,
first I've ever heard of that.
Really? Because
Yeah,
he asked us if.
you may have had a conversation between yourselves, but that's the first time
Oh no, it
I'm
was in
aware
the
that you've
game.
said anything
No, it was in the
about.
game. We actually, it was asked in the game if we were related to the Plant King, and we were like, huh? Well, I
And then
was
he
at
was
least,
like- And it was like, well, he's one of you, essentially.
Yeah. So that's not really a conversation that me and Jay have had between just me and him. It's actually
Yeah, that wasn't out of the game, but it
Yeah.
probably meant more to us because we would have been paying attention to that. But also, we both actually outside of the game know who the Plant King is.
Yeah, but that's the thing though. Knowing things and knowing what your
Yeah.
character is.
So essentially, so when we arrived here, we were told that they looked confused when we were asking about the Plant King. They looked scared, but then also a bit confused and asked whether we were whether we wanted to get to him because we knew him because we were related to him or something. Because he's also a Goliath, as far as they know, or as far as the rumors go. So after having that information, Sharog has gone. So we'll explain. We'll just say that we're sat around now and we're explaining this to you. So Sharog's now, with that information, contacted our mother in the same way that she contacted the buyer to ask if they know anything about it or about him or the situation. And she says that they may have some information for us. Is essentially what she's told us.
Okay.
And then I'll say, oh, so we're thinking maybe we should head home, head back to the mountains.
Well, where is that then?
Afar.
Well, so I'll take you to the big map. Not the big one, but this one. So
Yeah, you can delete our characters off there. We don't really need to be on there as well.
So hang on, let me just work this fucking. I think the place that we're heading to, roughly. Yeah, that makes sense. Is probably about here.
And we are.
You are currently
We're here.
here. So you would know from looking at your map that you have that you're probably if you were to travel from here with your boat to Port de Marly, it would probably take you a couple of days, and then across land. Given that it's like quite rugged terrain and forest and stuff, maybe a week or more to travel, possibly even a couple of weeks travel on foot. I'm trying to think. Hang on, because I think the boat travels about twice as fast as you, so 4. And then you're in the
Probably.
mountains. Yeah, so I'd say, given that you're going into to do that, you'd have to go into the mountains, which obviously isn't easy going for most of us. And obviously, it's not just flat terrain. There's hills and roads and forests and stuff on the way. That you're probably looking at over a week's travel on land if you were to do that. So yeah, so we're essentially we're saying that our plan is to head home for a visit for a short time before we continue with our adventure. And well, I guess we're inviting you to come along with us.
Oh, essentially, it's
Yeah.
what's her face is the one you need to convince.
What's her face?
Yeah,
Your girlfriend.
Sylphina.
Ha!
I do know what her name is. I just don't like saying it.
Right.
It's
So
your
yeah, I mean,
boat.
well, so here's the other thing as well that may and may not be considered yet is that somebody's going to have to stay with the boat or keep an eye on the boat wherever we leave it. But it's whether it's right. So the way so somebody's going to have to stay with the boat. So most of the crew are going to probably going to stay wherever the boat's moored, docked. If you want Sylphina to come with you, that's up to you. You can ask her. Let's see how that plays out. I suppose that depends on. I suppose that depends on how serious you think the relationship is, or whatever.
Yeah.
Put it this way: your brother's definitely not asking Neff. She can stay with the fucking boat.
But made her a necklace. That's fucking serious.
Well, yeah, but like Neff and Vorik, it's more just fucking. Yeah, it's just fucking. Yeah. Just having fun. You can tell that you what. So yeah, it's up to you. That's what we're wanting to do.
Personally, I wouldn't drag her with us. Just for you and in general. Not to make it easier for you, but...
Well, that's only one more. It's not a whole fucking crew.
No, but... I don't see why I would drag her there. Unless it's like, hey, here's my mom and dad!
Well, yeah, basically.
Yeah, but the other thing is they wanted to get the planking.
Oh.
They're the reason for coming here.
Yeah, that's true.
And if we all just like see you and just walk off into the mountains, are they going to be like, "Oh, that's fine"?
If it's to get, I think if it's to get the information that you're looking for, maybe, or some information.
Yeah, but that's what we're looking for, though.
But all we've got is your words, and you've just said your mum wants to see you, and we're like, right.
Yeah.
Because you're not being very forthcoming.
Yeah, that is true, actually.
All you've said is, yeah, we've got information, come home. It's like,
why can't you just ask her tomorrow?
Yeah.
You've got a point.
So there's obviously something else going on.
Says Worm. If, as you say that, I kind of just like scratch my head a little bit and kind of like look off like I'm not getting involved. Might be. Cool.
No.
Hang on. I'm leaving this to you because I ain't getting too fucking. I don't want to get too involved because then it looks like I'm fucking trying to steer stuff in the wrong direction.
Oh no. I know. No. Well, besides the information, also a thing for us. That happens. No, one soon a time. There are people come home. I don't know how much information you actually want about that.
I'm looking at you kind of, and
essentially our tribe gathers at one point of the year. We're all was same age. Kind of gather up and have this.
Yeah, sort of. There's a kind of
orgy.
I'm trying to think how to fucking say it now. There's a coming together of the tribes or the clans at a certain time most years. They're during the storm season, essentially. So, like early summer is in this area, where they come together, and it's kind of like a mass. Like they all come together to worship the Storm Lord, but there's also like all kinds of challenges and like there's a huge like kind of ritual brawl, if you like, usually amongst the younger ones. It's kind of like a coming of age ceremony for the younger ones. Like basically, as far as Goliaths are concerned, we are technically adults, but you don't really become the adult. You're not really seen as an adult until you've taken part in this kind of ceremony, brawl type thing.
He said.
I'm sitting there like I've got no clue about what you're talking about. What do the rest of the groups are they like? Are they like, oh yeah, we know about this, or is this completely new to them, or?
It would be very important for us. So if you're invited to our home, to come with us.
I just kind of, I don't know, I look around and shrug. It's like...
Okay. Borgen?
I'll come along if I'm invited.
No, you're not invited. You can fucking stay with the ship. Okay.
Fair
Alright.
enough.
Fine. I'll stay with the fucking ship then. Alright, well, so I guess that's where we're planning on heading next.
Unless anyone gonna object.
How long does this thing take? Is this going to affect us, beating up this pirate captain thing?
Probably not.
Well, we'll get the information. Well, so Sylphina. No, sorry. Well, so Sylphina. So Sylphina and the rest of the crew from the Remoras start talking about how they can start looking around and talking to people in Port Damali and trying to find out what they can whilst they're there. Whilst if we've got to go and do this thing, or if we're going to go and do this thing, they can be asking around trying to find out the information that they can whilst we're gone for a couple of weeks or whatever. And then obviously whatever information we might be able to find out, and then and essentially we can discuss what to do next when we get back, if that's what we're going to do.
Awfully convenient that you were on the complete other side of the continent just a week ago, and you just so happened to.
No, it was 2 weeks ago. Actually,
well, whatever.
4 weeks ago, right? Hey, no,
and you
I
got here,
I didn't send
all
you here.
of a sudden you want to just go home
here.
again. Very suspicious.
Is it though? Because we've been gone longer than that.
We wouldn't. If we were the other end of the continent, we'd have had to have waited until the next one, or whenever there was one where we were closer. But we just so happened to be close now. I will say to you, it's genuinely a coincidence.
Very.
No, I actually genuinely didn't send you in this direction for this reason at all.
No, the thing is that
this is kind of just played out
from the beginning. Had all of these mountain things from ages ago. I mean. So it's
not just these. Like, there's like 3 or 4 mountain ranges in the area, and we chose these ones.
Extremely suspicious.
But we didn't actually. The bit about the ceremony, we didn't start talking about until. It's actually been between the 2 games.
Yeah.
It's been the last
No, but that's because we never actually got that in. We had
we never
basic down and.
Basically, we'd had like a rough outline between us of who they were and where they came from, and then as we got to here and we were a lot closer to home, it's like maybe we should maybe we should talk about this a bit more so we both know where we stand.
Yep.
I could have made the ceremony anytime. I just thought, fuck it, we're here now. And the Plank King being a problem and you coming down to deal with the Plank King, I didn't fucking plan that out. That kind of just happened organically. And him happening to be a fucking Goliath just played in really well with it, so fuck you. I could be suspicious as you fucking lie.
Well, there's no such thing as coincidence.
No, that's true. Because I could have just said, no, I'm not doing that. Right, anyway. So is that the plan then? We're going to head that way next. Who's fucking clicking on my map?
No, look what it says there. Here at this mines.
That is what it says?
Yeah,
Or
is that like...
Harathis Mines?
Here at this mines.
And
What?
they called it a
A
mine.
mine!
Yeah, you can go.
What's
you can
the
go
one? What's the one that the Terry Pratchett one, the big mountain?
Oh, I have no.
Oh, fucking
idea.
hell.
If you don't remember, you finger, you fool.
Finger to fool.
Do you not?
I don't remember that one.
Somebody say, "What's that? What's that?" And he's pointed and
Oh,
and
yeah,
you finger, you fool.
Yes. Oh, with the naming places.
Yeah,
It's a mountain. But that's fucking real though.
yeah, no.
Because we were talking about it the week. Catherine was like, "No, I don't think it is. It was just a Pratchett joke." It's like, no, it was a genuine observation. There's literally places. There's somewhere in England that it's called something like Hill, Knoll, Tor, something or other, and basically every single word means hill. It's literally called hill. If it was just like in modern English, it would just be called hill, 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 hill. Because basically every time somebody asked what it was, it's like, well, that's hill, isn't it? Essentially, but in whatever language they were using at the time. Anyway, right, okay. I'll take you back to the island. So I guess that's where we plan on going next.
But I guess that's something we. Well, I'm guessing we do pacify the crew that, you know, we want to go here, we want to do that.
Yeah, well, we have a conversation about it.
Why were you? Well, also, if we're like your crew and everything, why were you so suspicious when you were trying? You weren't very trusted and very open with what you tried to say there. You know what I mean? It was like,
No,
why
it
are you
wasn't
being so?
about being trusting. It's more like, I don't know.
It's quite a big, significant thing for the twins, and it's not really something that's shared with outsiders, I think, is the point.
Yeah.
They didn't really want to say much more than they had to. But then realised that they were going to have to say something, otherwise she would just be like, what?
Faces in the ass.
Then why can't you just ask her? So we've shown you trust by telling you about these things. Yeah, how about that?
Yeah, Goliath things. Jeez.
I'm
Right.
I'm not kicking you off the boat, am I?
I'd like to see you try. Okay. So anyway, as you enjoy your next few days on the island, drinking, eating, sleeping, around about the 5th night after the carnival, Worm, making your way to bed, late evening, early morning, early hours of the morning, I don't know what time it is, it's your choice. Okay, slightly drunk, belly full, good food. You make your way to bed. I'd like you to make a wisdom save, please.
Wisdom. I'm actually got. That's one of my better saves, actually.
I was gonna say, that's what-
Not with that though.
Not this time.
Oh my god, he was so drunk.
He definitely was, yeah. Your night with that roll is filled with strange. I can't fucking talk. With strange dreams. The first of which is you seemingly trapped, struggling in the darkness, entangled in some kind of web. The second is an odd vision of, like, through a kind of purpley haze that opens up in front of you of, and you're barely remembering this with that wisdom save. What looks like the matron, looking down at you, and a cloaked and hooded figure nodding and walking away into the shadows behind. And the third of which is just seemingly suspended in darkness, but a strange voice that you don't recognize echoing around you. You don't really remember much else, though, as you wake up in the early hours of the morning.
So what was weird about them?
Just they were more vivid this time. You're more aware of them. You wake up with that.
Well, I suppose it was in colour.
Unlike most dreams that fade out, these stick with you.
Right, it's just because you mentioned purple, so obviously it must be more vivid.
Yeah, basically. These things kind of... They're the things that stick out in your memory from the night's sleep. And you feel strange discomfort and maybe a need to move, to go, to run. But you can do with that as you will. As the...
Oh, we're going to a place to be surrounded by giants, so...
You have one more day in town.
We can go early.
That's your choice.
Because it might be a good idea to get a move on.
Okay.
You talk to the guy, though.
Oh, yeah.
I mean...
No, wait. Yeah, no, he hasn't. He's been back...
We've never lied to him.
No, he's been back a few times, and he's just, you know... You get the idea, you get the impression from him that he's just stressed. That, like, there's a lot of people that are obviously clearly upset over what happened. And he's... Like, you know, he essentially, he's like, he's told you that you can, like, you're in the clear. They appreciate what you did.
Heroes, yeah.
Essentially, yeah. But also, obviously, there's a lot of people that are very upset and worried and scared, and have got family members that are never going to return home. So there's all that shit for him to deal with at the minute. So you don't see much of him. You see maybe like once or twice. Okay. But you get the impression that if you want to leave, you're free to leave.
Is Worm giving the impression that we have to leave now?
Well, I'm all set for another day of drinking and eating before we go, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm fine with whatever it was more like.
Yeah, so I don't know what you want to do with that, Worm. Are you going to like try and convince us to leave, or...?
No, but I'm making the point that, you know, we could. What's the weather like, for example? Because didn't you say storm season's coming up?
More over in the mountains than here, as such.
Yeah,
there is one.
Storms and things. It's probably a good idea to not be on the sea. So if we get away early, you know.
Oh.
The twins aren't going to be bothered by storms, so the twins are like, I'll be right. Oh, well, I am anyway. I'm just like,
Yeah, but if the ship's not here, then you've got a lot of swimming to do. So you know.
No, there's that.
Walking would take a lot longer. It's up to you.
No, I'm fine with leaving.
Alright, okay. So if you want to leave a day early, we can do.
Yeah, can do.
I haven't actually... Damn it. Alright. Okay, so you set off. Oh, no, do you know when you were on all the way back in that island where you got kidnapped, and you went back to it, and you went through the ship to see if there was anything good you could find, like goods and all that stuff? supplies.
Hmm.
I'm fairly confident that I mentioned there was like a chest full of, or
Did you
something
carry
full of
that
different.
back?
Say that again?
You carried
No,
that
no, no,
back?
no, no, no. This one like was full of different like flags and stuff like that.
Oh.
Now I think that you said that you left it, that you weren't interested in that. Essentially, what I'm asking is, are you flying any colours, or are you just sailing without any colours?
We did do something when there was that other ship, but I can't remember what we did. You know, when there was a ship that was just sailing towards us, and we
Oh,
The one that we were eyeing from
yeah.
afar.
yeah, where you look like you're both eyeing each other like, oh fuck, I hope they don't fuck with us. I can't remember either, actually. Did you? I don't remember. I seem to remember that we said we weren't going to bother with them because we didn't know what it meant with the flags and stuff. But
So Fina would have known.
not really. That's kind of the problem. Nobody really understood what they were, because nobody. You got to remember that out that way, the only ships that sailed until all that trouble started were the ones that were taking people over to Cross. They didn't really sail under any colours. They were just boats. They were functional. If that makes sense. They were more like ferries than anything. They just took people over and brought them back, and took supplies over and stuff like that.
Right. So you're asking, have we got some kind of identifier that we have a ship from a specific port? I would say
Or just
no.
or anything. You don't have to have. I'm just like, yeah. Basically, have you or haven't you?
No.
Right. Okay. So as you start, I'll say
We will be getting one.
Okay. As you. Oh shit! That didn't. No, don't do that. Right. Okay. We'll go back onto that one. Right, so as you head off and start heading in the direction that you think Port Damali is, you. In the first day, you start to notice it, like off in the distance, like kind of on the horizon or a bit closer, various ships of different sizes. Now, up until this point, getting here, other than when you're in the north, you've not really seen much in the way of ships out and about on the sea. You may have seen maybe one or two right off on the horizon and not had any interaction. But now you start to see, like within the first day in traveling this way, you see like 5 or 6 different ships at various places during the day and stuff. Either seemingly heading towards Port Damali or in different directions or heading back out, that kind of thing. On the second day, as you are like, so probably around about midday on the second day. So on the second day, you see a lot more ships. Like by midday, you've probably seen 10 different ships, and some of them are a lot closer, and some of them further out. And some of them are huge warships. Some of them trading vessels. Some of them no bigger than your own.
What?
Have you not looked on fucking Disco?
No.
Around about midday, there is a huge war galley heading in your direction, flying what look to you as the colours, or potentially from what you've heard from others and what you've seen out and about around Palma, Flora, to be the colours of the Clovis Concord. And it's sort of heading in your direction, but still staying fairly wide of you. I'm just trying to find if I've got anything that you could show you that. All right, so that's down. Oh, fucking. So is it? Ah, there we go. So on the sails, you see something that looks a little bit. Does that work? No. Like that? No. Can you see that? Oh, shit!
What?
What a fucking dumbass! Right, that. You see that?
Yes.
Right. So you've got it's essentially there's the flag sailing high up on the mast is like the blue and green with the sun in it on the flag, and then in the middle of the main mast, the sail on the big sail on the main mast is like almost that symbol itself, exactly in the center of it. And they kind of slow a bit as they're close. I mean, they're within hailing distance. They get within hailing distance, so they get within distance of being able to shout at you. And they call to you, and somebody in a male bloke with like a kind of loud booming voice shouts across for you to prepare to be boarded. Well, basically says that we are shore wardens of the Clovis Concord, and like, you know. Oh no, he actually doesn't. No, he asked for permission. No, he doesn't say prepare to be boarded. He asked you for permission to approach the ship.
So, what
Just
have we
normal.
learned of this Clovis Concord so far?
So the
I know you've
Clovis
mentioned it a
Concord
few times.
are the.
My lights keep flickering as well.
Is that the military order you were talking about earlier?
Say that again.
That was the order you were talking about earlier, like the Marine people.
So, what you would know from having, I guess, spoken to people on the island over the last few days, and what you found out when you got here. So the Clovis Concord are the ones that are the ones that. Oh, hang on a minute. To make sure I'm not fucking saying shit that's not true. And that's actually relevant. So the Clovis Concord is a democratic nation that enforces law and order and regulates commerce along the length of the coast. And this is one that the one that's composed of the 8 city-states, each ruled by its own marquis, and they operate under a union, under the banner of the Clovis Concord. And it basically is to ensure uniform laws, trade regulations, and mutual protection between the city-states. And those 8 cities that are within the city-states that are within that are Port de Marly, Port Zune, Guardan, Tussau, Oath, Fiolin, Nicodranus, and Broken Back. I'm sure I gave you all that information last time we played.
Yeah, I'm just so Broken
So
Back.
they're like
all the ports.
Nicodranus, Port Zune, Phelan, Damali, and Tusoa. How many is that? One.
So Port de
2,
Marly,
3, 4, 5, 6. Guardan.
right. So Port de Marly, Port Zune, Guardan, Tussau, Oath, Fiolin, or Phelan, whatever you want to call it, Nicodranus, and Broken Back. Or Broken Bank, not back. I can't fucking read. I'm thinking Brokeback Mountain.
Did you say that one? Guardan.
Yes.
Right, so it's Guardan, Broken Bank. Palma
Yeah.
Flora isn't.
No.
Port de Marly, Pessoa, Oath.
Yeah.
Phelan, Port Zune, and Nicodranus.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Look.
7, 8.
So from what you figured,
so we know that they're supposedly good guys then.
yeah. Well, also in your time there, I'm guessing talking to people and whilst you're drinking and stuff. So they were. Hang on a minute. Oh, hang on.
Essentially,
I
if
can't
they
find it.
want to, if they want to board and it's a big warship, then and Sophina and the others who are with us, they'll probably just say it should be okay. So we'll just slow down and wait.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to fucking quickly read up on what's going on. Because there is right. I can't find it here, but I'm pretty certain part of the reason that they came together was to help deal with. I can't fucking think what they're called now.
Pirates.
Basically, yeah. The revelry.
Yeah.
Part of the reason why they've come together and they've formed like the navy and all that stuff is because of the trouble they had with the revelry with like trade routes and stuff like that. The revelry is the pirates under the Plank King.
Oh, you mean the people that kidnapped us?
Yeah, basically. So as far as we're aware at the minute, the bad guys, and these must be the good guys, right? By default. So he calls across that. So, well, I guess one of the twins shouts back to tell him that he can come aboard, right?
It's fine.
Like that. Just to. Where is it? Huh? Oh, yeah, save. Don't know what was happening there. Okay, so you see, as you shout that out, a small kind of like, what do you call it? I can't fucking think what you call it now. The little fucking boats that little rowboat. There you go. Is lowered into the water and starts making its way towards you quite quickly. There's a like quite a tall, quite bulky human male at the front, standing like looking in your direction in his what you assume is the shore warden's uniform. You don't know because you've never actually seen any at this point. And two others that are in the boat behind him rowing. And as he makes his way over and I guess scales whatever fucking ladder or rope you throw down to him, quite deftly, he comes up onto deck and he introduces himself as Shore Warden Captain Nurad Hakid.
Nurad.
I'm gonna have to move all my shit now because I've got too much shit in my way.
Nurad Hakid.
Yeah, watch me try and fucking spell it now. It's here. So it would be.
No, type it up.
I think. Will I spell that right? Oh no. Oh yeah. There you go. And he says, "Who's the captain here?"
And I step forward.
Okay. He kind of. Yeah, he looks you down because he can't look you up. So he looks down at you. He says, we notice you don't fly any colours, and forgive me, but you're quite a ragtag bunch for the most part. You look a little like pirates."
Being back with my chest, like.
I just want to just like enforce the point that he's come over on a fucking war galley. Alright, those things literally like fucking 200 crew, not including any soldiers or anything else that might be on board. The thing is fucking huge compared to what you're on at the minute. So if you want to start a fight, that's up to you. I'm not saying don't. I'm just saying.
No. That's just oh, that's cool, Doc.
Okay, I do like that.
No, I'm just chilling. It's more that I'm not,
you're just like
dominance. I'm just chilling back and crossing my arms to see patient. It's not like I'm trying to impose myself.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. Fair enough. He says so. can I ask you what your business is here on the Menagerie Coast?
Yeah, we come here to well, kill the Plant King.
There's a pause for a moment as he looks at you and he says, to kill him? Yes,
I do
okay.
the finger across the throat.
It says, and now you're going to tell me that you two aren't even related to him, huh? As he looks over at the twins.
I don't even know who he is. This is news to me.
Is Sophina not like backing us up at this point?
Yeah, no, she does actually. Like, she's also like step forward, but he's talking to the captain. He's talking captain to captain, but she's kind of. I mean, you know.
Is he not taken aback first off because I'm the captain?
No, not really. Actually, and actually, no. You'd probably be. Yeah, that might have actually been something to know. Is that he just kind of looks you over and then talks to you as a captain. There is no shock or anything. There's no kind of like,
oh my God,
okay, that's weird. There's no kind of like, oh, that's weird. There's a goblin in charge of all these fucking weirdos. There's like this weird group of fucking people. Not a human in sight.
Oh God, no! You're right. There's not a human on our boat.
So most of the population of the Menagerie Coast, you've probably figured by this point, is actually human. But it's also, well, as you'll figure out as you go in further, it's quite a vast melting pot of different cultures and civilizations as you get into the big cities because of all the trade and stuff, basically. Anyway. But no, he just talks to you as an equal, essentially, at this point. There's no kind of like, what? He says, oh, you're going in the wrong direction for the Plant King. You're aware of this?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
We're going, and then I point sort of over his shoulder, or whichever direction. We're going up mountains first.
Into the... Oh. Well, then he kind of looks over the twins again and he goes, heading home for a while?
Yeah.
Both twins just grunt at him.
First time in a long time.
Okay. Okay, so... hang on a minute. I fucking lost my train of thought now. Alright, so... Does Borgin want to add anything at this point?
Does he recognise Ampon the glass blades or no?
Well, there's no. Are you showing anything that would?
Yeah, the outfit, like Pod's outfit would be still showing that.
Doesn't he have a thing?
I think you all got changed, didn't you? Actually, but maybe okay.
Yeah, like
the other thing is there's a glass blades. Would it be known this far south anyway?
Well, this is the thing. So that they would be certain people in the right positions may know of them. But what he does do, actually, at this point, he does note that whilst there are, like, the twins and Worm, the rest of them seem to have some semblance of a uniform. Not necessarily, because obviously it's not a strict uniform, but there is... what the fuck are you laughing at?
No, I just... They have a uniform and just... Hair and rip!
Well, what the twins do, yeah. No, but, so he kind of looks over. He says, "I'm sure I can't think. Was there some kind of badge or something that represented the glass blades?"
I'm pretty sure he had.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that somewhere on the 6 of you. There's 5 crew, isn't there? The 6 of you. Somewhere there's so I'm guessing you and Sylphina are probably nearby whilst the others are doing whatever needs to be done on the ship.
Yeah.
Or just keeping an eye on. So I'm guessing at this point he kind of notices that there is... so he will ask you? He looks in your direction, Borg, and he's like, what's this symbol mean?
I am a soldier of the glass blades.
And he kind of looks you over a moment, looks over at Sylphina, and looks at the rest of the crew and realises that they're all elves and dwarves. He's like, hang on a minute, I'm just going to do it here. Let's see. Let's see how this goes.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's just this, What are these glass plates?
We are the army that protects the north.
The north? Why? What's in the north?
No.
What?
Snow.
Snow and ice.
Snow, dragons, what they're called again? The thing a worm hates. Drow.
Drows?
Is that not-
I don't think that
Is that
Drows is
lightning? Bloody
specific
hell.
to
Yeah,
the
it's
north,
getting
though.
fucking bad out there. Anyway, yeah. So he's like, make a. I'll say that Sylphina will probably back you up with some information about, like, you know, that you, from Uthodurn and all that kind of stuff as well. And we'll probably put in some information from her part about why you're here.
I stroke her
Why you
back
come
and
this
give
way?
her guidance, whatever she.
Okay, fair enough. Actually, yes, there is a persuasion check, but at advantage from fucking anyone. I guess her, because she's got fucking
And she
guidance
has
now,
guidance now.
right? Let me find a fucking character sheet. Sylphina. Open. What am I doing? What did I say? Persuasion.
Yeah.
Public advantage. Oh. Ooh.
That's my girl.
Yeah, I didn't even need your fucking help. So it's like, okay, well, is there a reason you don't fly any? Oh, fucking hell! There goes the voice. Is there a reason why you don't fly any colours? Allow us to see who you are from a distance.
Surely you could see who we were from the side on the boat. And
Yeah, you can see, actually, you can see a little grin come across to me. You can see that he's actually probably trying to be he's probably not as stern as he tries to make himself out to be, as in general. But obviously he's got a job to do, so he has to be. As you see, he kind of cracks a grin a little bit. He says, "Yes, it's an interesting name. I like it."
Listen, we come a little far away here.
So,
We just
well, so,
wanna
yeah,
go
so
home.
he nods with understanding, and he says, "Well, if you're going to travel any further around here, at least to any of the big cities, you're going to need papers or some kind of. Well, otherwise you're just going to get hassled all the way." And he actually does pull out a kind of I guess like a parchment, a piece, like, you know, like what looks like an official document, if you like, that just basically explains that the ship, which he writes the name on with a slight grin on his face, and the captain after actually he asks your name as the captain of the ship.
Worm.
As you say that, he kind of looks around at the rest of it, and everybody else is just like stood there, like, what? Like, as if, like, what? That's just, yeah. He's giving you his name. Like, it's just like he's looking for a reaction, thinking that you're probably fucking having a joke with him. And he's like, oh okay. And so he felt like, helps you fill out this, like, official document, asks you to sign it in whatever way you'd sign it.
And you're right.
That's what I'm saying. In whatever way one would sign it. He asks you to make your mark. Essentially.
Well, probably can, actually. It's an extremely flourished signature.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
So, out of all the shit you've seen from Worm, his handwriting is fucking exquisite. Really fancy signature. Everyone's like, what? Even the twins are like, hey, I can't even write.
I read
Hey,
my name like
how
it.
did you do that?
It's like cursive and shit.
Oh yeah, proper fancy fucking, like, you're like so fancy you almost can't fucking read it, and it's just 4 letters.
Oh, so my mom's handwriting. Got it.
But yeah, so he hands you over the document. He says, if anybody else approaches, just show them this and yeah, everything should be fine. And obviously he's got his name on it and all that shit. So, and he kind of finishes with a welcome to the Menagerie Coast and good luck with killing the Plant King. As he kind of like heads off. Unless there's
Has he
something
got
else.
any spare cannons?
You ask him that just as he's like got to the top of the rope that you're throwing down to him. It's just as he swung himself over the edge, and he looks over at you, and he says, "Now, why would I have any spare cannons?"
Because you've got such a big ship.
Yet no one's stealth with the fucker.
No one's what?
Don't
well,
fucker.
Yeah, so you might want to think about that. Anyway, do you actually say that? That yet nobody's dealt with the fucker.
No.
No, that was out of character. No, not in character.
Okay.
No, it's like, have you got any? It's literally, have you got any spare cannons? Because you've got
I'll tell you
loads on
what.
that. That's what I'm like. Let's just come out with that.
Okay. Oh God, he likes you. Make. Oh, go on. I'll give you a persuasion check. As he kind of like cocks an eyebrow at you as you say that, looking up, like just as he's about to fucking climb down, just jumped over the railing.
Yes, that's a good one.
Yeah. My
Eat
fight.
those things.
Yeah. Okay. It's like, well, you know, if you're going to fight the Plant King, you're going to need more than just a couple of ballista. You're going to need a bigger ship.
No.
What he says. Oh no, actually, do you know what? Fuck it. Yeah. All right. Yeah. He said, "I'll send some." Basically, yeah. He tells you that he'll send some men over in a minute with a cannon.
Don't ask. Don't ask, don't get. You know what I mean?
Well, exactly. This is what I keep saying to Catherine, and she keeps saying, "Well, you're not going to get it, so stop asking." But I'm going to keep asking anyway. Yeah, and he does, and he kind of, but he does. Yeah, no, I go, yeah, and it kind of like gives you a kind of, maybe I'll see you around. And heads on. Then he goes back to the ship, and a few minutes late,
laughing.
Yeah, basically, like kind of amused, like keeps looking back with like a big grin on his face and just shaking his head like, "The fuck, this kid, fucking yeah."
Damn.
So you get the impression that quite like you, and does send another a cannon. Like it goes back onto the ship. You can see him like giving commands and that and all that shit. And then there's a cannon loaded onto the rowing boat and rowed over to you. I don't know how much they weigh, so I'm just going to say that between the twins, they pull it back up onto the deck with a rope that you fucking.
It's also fucking strong.
Yeah, I imagine. I don't know how heavy they actually are, so I don't know whether we would be able to lift it.
It's different sizes, isn't there? So
yeah,
it won't be
and
one of the main guns.
Oh,
But...
so
No,
strong.
it'll be. It'll just be one of the small ones, probably like one of those ones on wheels or some shit. But yeah, you got yourself a cannon. He did also say you might want a bigger ship. You're going to be dealing with a Plant King. But I mean, sometimes a smaller group can go where a larger fucking army can't, right?
Yeah, the size doesn't matter.
Depends how you're going to play it, doesn't it?
Yeah. So that's how we have free ship into Portamali.
Essentially, if anybody questions why you're here, you have an official document that says you're not pirates, no matter what you look like, and that you're basically saying that you're all right. As good
Cool.
as like obviously, if you're seen committing a crime, that's a fucking different matter.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, but
you'll be dealt with in that way. But
I'm pretty sure that we've just been sailing in though. That's the thing. Portamali.
So yeah, and actually I'd say probably the morning. By the time I'd say on the morning of the third day, and by this point you've seen there's ships coming and going all the time. Like, and now seeing ships on the water is about as common as it was rare to see them earlier. There's just all kinds of ships, all kinds of trade vessels, war galleys, small boats, fishing boats, fucking rowing boats. There's all sorts in the water at this point. And as you approach Port de Bali, It's so you as you start to approach, you see the outline of the coast first, and as you approach in the early, like, I guess mid-morning, you actually start to see I was going to say the shitty then. The city take shape ahead of you, and the south. It is a vast city, the likes of which, like you have been to Uther. Oh, Worm may have seen.
We've been there.
You've never seen it. You've never seen anything like this above ground, any of you, and all like spread out kind of thing.
Have we ever been to Port Tamale?
No, I don't think we would have gone that far. I suspect most of our trade would have been done like closer to the mountains, like oats and stuff like that. Yeah, but don't it would yeah. Well, that's interesting. Anyway, so
Where exactly are we heading?
what do you mean? Where you heading?
Exactly, heading. Which I know it's in those Cyprus mountains or whatever. It's
No, the serious mountains.
Yeah, the serious. They're very serious. Just give me a second because I've just seen something that may change what I said earlier.
Is that the serious end?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh right. Okay. Yeah. No, that's fine. We are. Oh, if I can close all that shit down now, which I'm sure I can. Like that. Fuck off. I can't remember which one. I think it's this. No. Yeah. Was it this one I said earlier?
Right, so it's the big one in near Oath.
Yeah. So it's the one like kind of the middle of the big one in the middle of that pack there that we're heading for, essentially. So. As you enter, I don't know whether this is going to fucking work. I couldn't get good, decent music for this that sounded right to me, so yeah. Oh, that's the one there. So you approach this vast fucking city.
That took us days. So bloody.
From this kind of side, yeah, from the south.
Are these buildings or Trivial Pursuit things?
Well, this is it. So I'm going to read. I'm going to see if I can find the thingy actually, because that might be better than me just trying to fucking throw some words together. No. There's no why?
Nani?
What are these things with C's on them?
I don't know.
There's loads of them.
Yeah.
Oh right, well that's because that's right. Big. Well, you got to think this is kind of. Right. Hang on a minute.
There's words there. At some point, you'll get them out.
Yes. Right. I'm just going to read this bit here. I think this is the bit that you want me to. That's probably relevant. So the jewel of the Menagerie Coast, the original Marquesian colony, and the unofficial capital of the free trade outside of the empire, Port Damali is a bustling city filled with music, colour, and commerce. The massive port hosts ships from all around the world, creating a mishmash of cultures and trades that mingle to form the Society of Port Damali. Trade routes splinter from all other sides of the city to ensure rapid transport of goods to destinations throughout Wildmount and beyond. The city's architecture is varied and inconsistent. The inner wards. Actually, it's not. Yeah, I don't know. Can you see any writing on there?
No.
Right, I'll do that. I'll sort that out in a minute. Hang on. The inner wards displayed by their historical roots. Oh, sorry. No, I'll fucking read. The inner wards display their own historical roots or lavish opulence, while the outer wards attempt to combat the slum-like atmosphere with cheap, colourful banners and street buskers. The city has a roiling underbelly of crime. You don't need to know that bit, and corruption, blah, 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 although one might be interested in that. So yeah, essentially, so it is a massive I am like so the Marquesians, I guess, are sort of the impression I get from
Vacation.
the Marquesians are sort of like Middle Eastern, maybe like more, or maybe like India, that kind of, like a lot of brightly coloured clothes, that kind of, aesthetic. That's what I get from everything that I've seen from watching Matt Mercer describe them and stuff. So I think that's kind of the original architecture. That's where you are up here in the centre bit, and then it kind of gets less and less as you move your way. But also just it's gone from that to just being, like it says, like just a massive, all different cultures. People have just built whatever they've got. What I will say is, as you approach this side, this is quite clearly trade. This is docks set up for trade. What you see in front of you are very clearly buildings built for function, right? This isn't housing. This is warehouses essentially and stuff like that, and dockyards and all that kind of thing on this side. And as you approach, you are actually, or as you come in, you can't see for sails and ships or anything like that. And there is a small boat that comes out, and somebody introduces you as one of the dockmasters, and basically asks you what your what it is that you're here for. What is it business or pleasure? Essentially, trade, or are you just
both?
So what he does is he guides you to the docks further around. So basically over this side.
Sorry, where did you ping then?
Oh, sorry. It guides you to the docks over this side of it, which are more of they're less of the trade docks, and more of your, just like coming and going, or private docks for the rich, that kind of thing. But they're more public transport. Yeah, they're not. It's not the military ships, and it's not the trade ships. That's where you go if you're just coming to fucking visit, sort of thing. So I'm just gonna. Because I don't know why it hasn't. I should have information on all this. Right, I'm going to show you. If I can get onto the fucking maps and background. All the things. Oh! I picked the whole map up.
No!
Why is it letting me move the... Hang on. I don't know what the fuck's going on now. Right. Why can't I can't get to the writing because... Oh! It'll be on the GM fucking there, won't it? Yeah. Right.
Yo, was that just an earthquake then?
Yeah,
Yes.
just a little earthquake.
Sorry, that was just me.
So there's that bit, and there's this bit, that, and this bit here, and I'll even give you this bit because you can have a look at that. But this is essentially just a huge fucking city.
Oh, moon
And it's-
statues.
Yeah, apparently.
Hmm.
So it didn't change the music, did it?
Just when they're playing it,
Oh, fishing village.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I was also going to do, if I can find it. I didn't really like this one for it because it didn't really I didn't think it really fitted that well. Not quite, because it's not.
yeah, just stop
It's a
the
bit.
other
Too,
one.
it's a bit. It was a bit too Arabic for what I imagined the Marquesians were like, especially with it being like it was. And that one can play as well. No.
Everyone on top of each other is so much.
Yeah, I'm gonna blow up everybody's computer now. So yeah, essentially it's very busy, lots of trade, lots of loud voices. So yeah, so you find somewhere to dock down here somewhere, and you somebody approaches you and asks you. It's like a kind of middle-aged male, like bloke, and he's who's very clearly like one of the Marquesian type people, approaches you and is essentially asking you how long it is that you plan to stay here for, or how long you're docking for.
We actually know though.
Beach?
Well, it's going to take us a week to get to the mountains, isn't it?
It's a week to
If
get
we leave
there,
straight,
to get back, and you said it was a 2-week orgy, so...
No, we didn't say that.
You did.
No, we didn't.
You did.
No, we
You've got-
didn't.
It's
an
an
orgy.
over 18 brawl. Yeah, it's an orgy.
Oh, I see. That's what. But yeah, so there's
that's why you were being dead cagey about it. Oh, it's like, yeah, we know what you're doing. So it's a week there. You said it was 2 weeks and a week back, so it's a month at least.
No, it's not. As in, like, it would take us. We probably wouldn't be there 2 weeks. We might want to stay a few. We'll probably be there for a few days, or maybe a week there. So yeah, maybe a month. Actually,
That's
by the
still
time
3 weeks, isn't
Yeah.
it? So
So imagine it's all on deck, on the deck, like, having this discussion while he stood there, like, what? Huh? And so he starts talking about docking fee, but actually at that point, Sylphina would just step forward and start talking to him about it. She's going to have a quiet word. They would she's basically going to sort that out for you, because they're the ones that are going to be here anyway. So you don't need to worry about the docking fee, but that's all
Wrestlers
sorted.
just give them loads of gold each,
Yeah.
just for staying on the ship.
So there's, I'm just trying to fucking. It's not actually. I thought it gave me a lot more fucking information on Port Damar than that, especially with it being like the fucking city on the Menagerie Coast.
Yeah, I would think the same.
But it's not. I mean, I have got other information, but that's not, necessarily for you lot. That's more just like stuff that I'd know that you can then ask me about and find out.
Yeah, but we're kind of in a rush. And there she goes.
Oh, here we go. I knew it was fucking. Fuck off. Right. So
I was gonna expect that
at this point, you're on the lard. So this is the lardboard light, isn't it? That's sort of this area, all around here. So the massive harbour that forms the southern edge of the city is known as the Lardboard Light. This upscale dockside region is as lavish as docks come. Dozens of ships come into port every day carrying goods and gold from all over, and many visitors coming to briefly live like a king with the many amusements the city has to offer. I don't need to know that bit. So this is so essentially this whole part is dedicated to the docks. So it's either the houses of dock work, like the people that work here, or it's storage, or it's merchants' places, warehouses, all that kind of stuff in this area.
Okay.
What's the plan?
Move out of here, I suppose.
Like, are you wanting to find somewhere to stay, or are we just gonna fucking go, or?
We say go.
Yeah, I would say go as well.
Okay. So it's about midday at this point.
I turn to Sophia and I'm like, guys, okay with staying here?
I can't believe nobody wants to spend at least one night in a fucking massive city that you can get literally anything you fucking
I
want.
can do that when I come back.
Okay, fair enough. She's in a rush to get home.
Is it? I have a word with Turgan.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
Man to man.
Yeah.
And I ask him if I give him some money, can he get me some magical leather armor made? There must be somebody in here who can do that kind of stuff.
Okay.
That's
So what is it you're looking for? Is what he says basically. You just
Black leather
Like my soul.
armor.
so you're just looking for something that's like. Well, are you looking like? Well, do you want me to see what you can find?
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Well, just see what he can come when I get back. It's got to be my size as well, hasn't it? When I
Well,
get back,
it
then-
depends.
Sounds cute, how do you
Most
figure that out?
magic will actually adjust to your size.
Yeah, I know, but I don't want to. If he offers me some giant size suit of leather, I'm going to say no. So it's got to already be
Alright,
about my size. But you know what I mean?
All right.
So he can go, and I'll give him some, stuff.
All right. Okay. So he kind of like rubs his chin and his beard a bit. He's like, oh, yeah, I see what I can do. What I'm asking about. But I say, like this place is fucking. He's bustling. Maybe not quite at this point because it's a port. And I'm just saying for you lot. But like it, wherever it was that you escaped from, and whatever you saw when you did that, even Uther Dunn has got nothing on this fucking place. Like I imagine everybody's just kind of like in that kind of like, oh okay, like and there's all kinds of cultures, all kinds of races, and everything here walking the streets as you pass through. Because I'm guessing what you're going to do. I imagine it's quite eye-opening. No, wait for next.
Well, it's
I'm
not
back.
active for me.
Oh,
It's
sorry.
just because it's it literally every single place I've been to has been a new experience. This is just another one.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So, so basically, you can all react to however you think your characters would react to that.
So I'm basically walking around with my mouth dragging on the floor.
I kind of expect the twins to kind of always have in a way the same experience at Wormhouse, because they don't know much about the world either.
Yeah, and even like the place that we visited would have nothing on this place. It's like
and we've never been here.
You know the kind of type of place I'm trying to fucking describe. That kind of fucking.
It's Oslo. I know.
But it's not. It's it's like the Middle Eastern bazaar type place.
Oh yeah.
It's just fucking packed with people and smells and fucking hawkers crying their way. All that kind of stuff. There's a lot going on. It's a lot.
Would we? This is just me throwing it out there. Would we be better traveling by horse? I mean, I don't think that it would do the twins anything because we're fucking heavy and shit.
What I would say is that
we can get like war horse.
So the advantage, right? So the advantage of horses is that you can, for most things, you can outrun them if you want to.
Mm-hmm.
But that you don't travel quicker with a horse.
Oh, I can travel quicker. Okay, no.
So because they need to rest, essentially.
Yeah.
You could try finding a magic carpet. You can find most things here. No,
that was just me just thinking. Do we need to look for? Are we just gonna go by foot?
Well, that's up to you. So that's. But what I would say, this is.
So horses wouldn't actually make us get there faster.
Not really, because you got to think like their speed is their speed in combat.
Hmm?
You don't. Right, you don't. A horse doesn't gallop all day long. It can't. So you can make up a bit more if you were in a real rush, a bit more speed. But then where would you leave them? I'm not saying don't. I'm just saying, and there probably will be places where you can leave them. And I say the advantage of a horse is that you can outrun most things. If you decide to, like, if something's going to attack you, you might be able to outrun it.
Yeah, but I think
if you decide you don't want to fight.
Horses.
Yeah, you'd need something pretty big.
So in theory, that kind of built.
I suppose it depends what you do, how much you plan to carry with you. Like a horse and cart, if you've got a lot of stuff to carry, or you just
got a bag
want
now, so you're fine.
But a horse and cart's not going to do you well in the mountains anyway. I don't think in terms of the twins, I don't think the twins would even think about it as an option. Really, I don't think it would occur to them that, like, taking a horse might be better or quicker or anything. It's like, you just walk places, don't you?
It's ready to go.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Is there anything you want to do as you pass through the city?
I'm gonna kiss my girlfriend goodbye and hope she stays safe, and then I'm gonna fuck off.
Yeah, I'm just gonna give Neff a nod.
I was like, ta-da.
What?
Okay.
I was going, ta-da.
Huh?
It's doing
Okay,
magic.
goodbye.
Okay. Well, I have to say, shit went a lot fucking quicker than I expected to.
Why are you surprised?
Well, because sometimes it goes a lot fucking slower than I expected to.
Haven't had any.
And I'm like, oh,
combat
I've got stuff for next session, and I haven't got anything now. That was like, I expect you to get it. That was it. Maybe get here. So yeah,
Plan our
that's-
shit where we wanted to travel.
It's not bad actually. It's probably not a bad place to leave it, is it? As you're going to set off on the next leg of your journey.
Can you put us on the big map?
No, I don't want to do that. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, so there's anything we want to sort out? Oh no, that's not the big. Oh, is this the one you wanted? Or do you want the big map?
No, just the local area. So we're currently here.
Yes. Yeah. Well,
Uh,
actually, the thing is, that's what it says. But if you look at how it's positioned on the other map, it's probably more. Unless, hang on, let me just double check something because I don't know where's the direction on it.
It's like right on the.
Yeah, it would actually be that like nub of land at the end, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it'd be
the
right
entire-
over that bit.
Yeah, I think that I'd say that's probably what. Given what that, I think, yeah, I might have accidentally moved that actually. But yeah, you're probably there.
And
So you're basically going on the northern one past all the slums potentially, and up, and then that really wide bridge there, which is like, I don't know,
you mean
20
that
miles
bridge?
wide.
Apparently, yeah.
That one?
Yeah.
Maybe it's just representative. But
Oh.
maybe it isn't. Well, but though that's a big river. It's got a fucking span.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
mean, it's
I don't know.
mahoosive. You know what I
Well,
mean?
Find out when we get there, eh?
Possibly the largest bridge ever made.
Probably. But hey, magic. Actually, if you look, there's one just under the word to sow, just at the end. That's probably about the same size. Looking at that.
There.
Just hidden under there.
But those
Trying to hide.
trees there in the copy of Wildwood must be massive then.
Yeah, must be. Yeah.
I had an idea, but
Go on.
no.
Well-
You know, I had a where to go. It could still work though.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Talking in code.
Yeah, I think
No,
I meant to know
no.
something.
I mean, I thought about following the river.
Oh yeah, but you're going here.
I know. I don't see that because
What I will say is, given the oath is, is not only one of the cities states of the Clovis Concord. It's you would know. In fact, we would know because that's probably where we've gone to trade. But that's of probably quite significant importance to them. So there's probably a fucking road that leads there. Or in fact, there's almost. I mean, you can ask around, and actually, if you did ask around, there's definitely a road that leads to Oath.
that's not on
It's
the
just
map.
not marked on the map. No, well, there's no maps. There's no fucking roads to anywhere on the map. Actually, there is in the.
There is
Yeah,
there is one
is.
from Feeling down to Port Zoo
Yeah.
and Nicodranus.
That's
Yeah,
true.
you
Actually.
see like small roads, like
Oh well, actually, sort of. Look, 'cause if you see here, just above Port Damadi, you got that, and then through the woods here, and then it goes through the hills. And I think
yeah.
it goes here. I think this is,
Oh, yeah, it
but I
goes
think
down
because you're kind of
here.
going out into the wilderness, and then there's one that comes down the coast. But I think that's kind
Yeah.
of like. So I think there is sort of a road.
So you go like here, down here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that can work too.
Mm.
Oh.
It's gone at that point.
Yeah, and I think it goes through the
There's
hills.
one going
and then
up there,
it
isn't
comes
there?
out here. And then I think it goes down. I think this here is meant to be because I think it's probably because it is out the way Oath. So maybe it's just like a rough road there. I don't know.
Okay, so there's a bit going there.
Or unless it goes straight through the fucking.
Is that?
Well,
Do you reckon that's part of it?
possibly, yeah.
So
think it is.
It could just be
And this
going
bit,
that
I
maybe
think
way.
here.
Down there.
That's what I think anyway. And then you got to go through the Oath more.
I guess it's like that, isn't it? And then yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it. It's just probably. It looks like it's just probably faded at this bit because it's maybe not as well maintained or something. I don't know. I'll find out, shall I? For next week, because
Yeah, play next week, no matter what.
well, I mean, yes, that's the plan. Because next week and the week after, I think are our last 2 chances to play D&D.
Don't fuck it up!
Because the weekend of the 18th and 19th, my birthday's on the 20th, so that's my birthday
I
weekend.
have to remember that.
Because obviously the weekend after that's Christmas, and I did not celebrate my birthday on Christmas.
Yeah.
Not that I celebrate it anyway, but I'm just gonna get fucking drunk and do some dumb shit with you that weekend, I guess.
I'm free. I'm always free, so.
So I will sort something out for next week, and then we'll see what happens. Because even if they do release 7 days, that's going to be the streamer weekend anyway. So we're not going to get it till Monday.
Yeah.
And so.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
would we actually? I mean, there's other days of the week, but would we actually?
Yeah, exactly.
Sacrifice
Yeah.
D&D days for
Exactly.
size day. Yeah.
Depends if I've got anything fucking ready, doesn't it? Depends how much 7 days I've been playing and whether I've got anything ready.
Yeah, I'll keep bothering you. Like, day!
Yeah, and I'll just keep fucking ignoring you. Do you know this is how it works? Well, actually, yeah, it's probably not a bad place to leave it anyway because I've got to get up in the morning. I've got stuff to do. Got to go in the loft.
Have you? No, we can talk.
I bet your loft will be absolutely freezing.
Oh, fucking yeah, it will be. Oh, it's gonna be horrible because tomorrow it will be.
Ah,
That fucking storm, but it's gonna be loud and there'll be stuff falling off the fucking roof tiles. It's gonna be fucking hair, all the spiders.
Ew.
Although actually, I'd have to go all the way up because I'm really fucking smart, and I know that once a year, every year, I gotta get the Christmas decorations down and then put them back up, so they're right next to the fucking hatch. And I can reach them all from the ladder because I'm smart. Yeah. Good session. That was fun. Now we have to.
Arrested!
No.
We did get arrested! Yay!
And you fled Palma, Flora.
Yeah. I was expecting us to go to jail.
No, well, obviously, if you tried fucking lying, you went. Well, I don't. But why? The thing is, because me and Kieran were talking about it, it was like, why would you lie? Why would you not tell the truth in that situation?
That's what
It's
I said.
like-
I have no reason to lie because I'm innocent.
It was more about whether. It was basically more about how you handled it and whether they would believe you. Because obviously, that, like, if you think about it, that's a fucked up situation.
He's cross-questioning things with his son.
Well, we talk about stuff. It's only because
we
it's only because I'm walking the dog and I start thinking about stuff, so I just start talking to him about it. Yeah. Okay. Well, you've got, by the looks of it,
2 weeks travel.
a bit of travel through open meadowland, skirting forest, hills, mountains. Yeah.
All on roadways that are protected by
Potentially, yeah.
people, so there shouldn't be any encounters whatsoever.
We'll see,
Right
won't
to RP. Yes.
we? We will see. We'll see.
No, good
I'll have to
session,
fucking
guys.
think about that now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway.
Can you
I don't
mount a
know.
cannon to a flying?
Anyhow, that is me
True.
for tonight, guys. I hope you had a good night. I'll see you soon, and thank you so much for
fuck's
joining us.
Why do you have to ask these questions?
What's that?